Now. Hello, Mars.
Hello.
There we go. Much better.
Okay, Mars, turn down your
Hi.
headphones and lean away
Yes.
from your mic. This is your reminder.
Okay.
Damn.
Is an issue or
Birthday
what?
cake out there
Remind
claiming
me?
the land hoe before we started streaming.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
man,
When it
they
goes
were
live, it
on
goes
it.
live. Harry used to do that all the time. Hello,
Really?
That is true.
Gab and Pastry and Penguin, and that's a lot of P's. Gab and Pastry and Penguin and Parry, oh my gosh, and S-Struck and Canadian Lucifer and Birthday Cake.
Hey.
Hello. Yes, Canadian Lucifer, I hope that the
We
scuff
got the whole gang.
that just happened just at the beginning of stream of Mars's headphones being a stoopy. I hope that's it. That's all you're bringing today. Fingers crossed. All right,
It
guys.
should be.
An
I
early
don't
Mother's
think
Day lunch.
Anything else? Hi, Amazing. Hello, Zilla.
Well, I'm glad you didn't
Oh,
sleep
and
through
birthday cake.
stream,
Hello,
S-Struck.
hello.
And Mason, hello. And Zilla. Zilla, is it your birthday? Or is your Discord thing fucking me up? Because I
Oh,
want to
shit.
say happy birthday. But I
You
don't
should
want
have
to
just said
look
it.
stupid.
Whoa! Happy birthday,
Happy
Zilla!
birthday, Zilla!
Hello.
Worry, you should have just said happy birthday and then not elaborated how you knew.
Oh, I feel like Zilla would have known how I knew. I think she's smart enough to have come up with that.
It
She's the one
would've
who has to
taken
put
some
it in
time
her
to figure out
Discord thing,
who it
unless that's a
was.
Discord thing.
Penguin, I was thinking of saying that, but then I remembered that we're missing a couple of staples. We have no Enthuse or Nicole. Sarah's not here yet.
Yeah.
I didn't see MP. So there's definitely not everyone's here.
Not yet.
Didn't see Lakitu either.
Oh yeah, no.
But
like
most
it.
of everyone's here.
Am I gonna take what?
And then Aragorn, of course.
I don't know what I'm taking. I'm the only one that noticed, apparently. So that's that. You know, I still win.
I'm not entirely sure what Ori's taking. The prize?
There you go.
Most people are here.
I have taken the prize. All right. Dylan smashing a coworker. He already did that. A long time. This is so long ago now. That feels
That's
like a
Rocket's
year
talking
ago.
about the,
he absolutely
romantic-
wrecked them.
The romantic threats, Ori.
The romantic threats.
Yeah, I got awful broy with some of my friends.
He did not get hoey with them, and that's what matters.
There you go. Broy,
So,
but
you
not
know.
hoey.
He can have bros, just no hoes. This is the relationship.
This is the balance.
But do
They're
you
almost
think we're gonna
fine.
finish today, guys?
I
Do we think we're gonna finish today? I
I'm
feel like we're at the
optimistic.
end of this case, but I don't know.
am very optimistic.
No farm tools allowed, indeed. Not even the diamond
Speaking of
hoe.
finishing today,
Uh-oh.
guys, I bought this giant vibrator, and it's not what you think.
He
It's
loves to
made
do
to
this.
vibrate paint, like it's
Yep.
made to shake paint
yeah,
to make
okay.
sure
No,
that
it
it's,
is.
it's not clumpy.
It is. It is. However, he was scared to touch it. It
I'm afraid
frightened
it's gonna
him.
vibrate me too hard.
Yeah.
Interpret that what you will.
He was very concerned.
The
Fuck, I
feedback
forgot I have to
loop.
do this guy.
But
Oh,
it's definitely made for like.
into oblivion.
Now, one sec. It's made for using for like centrifuging for like mixing things in like a lab, like mixing graduated cylinders. That's what it's actually for. And I bought it just to shake
Ooh.
my paints. However, Douglas, my brother, he sees me with like a fucking madman scientist grin, and I'm holding what looks like a Five Guys milkshake up to this crazy cylinder like shaker, and he's like, "Is that a milkshake?" I'm like, "No,
That's an
Douglas.
amazing description.
No, it's not." And then I push them together so it's vibrating and vigorously. It's a milk shaking.
there is
I
an
was gonna say
amazing.
forbidden
There is
milkshake.
one of my favorite episodes of Kim Possible that you have just really made me want to reference, but I don't want to spoil it. It's my It's like I think it's my favorite episode of Kim Possible. Actually, it's called Bad Boy, and I'm very excited for that one. Alrighty, I forgot that I have to do this man's voice. However, I do have Quick Thought
you
by
do.
Athena, which is delicious.
Oh, very nice.
Dylan does
What's
not
your
like
quick
it.
thought?
Non-spawn.
My quick thought is fuck. I don't want to have to voice this guy.
Alos be like, what's your quick thought? Fuck, bottom text.
No.
There
I
is no
came
bottom
to see frost sculptures. Simple as that. I
I
made
came when I saw his sculptures
Pause.
either.
They were so beautiful. I made a mistake with opening times and arrived a half hour early. As long
Miss
as it's
Bell.
not beaten breath.
Was there no one at the reception desk at around that time?
We got everybody.
I had left the main entrance unguarded and unlocked, just in case the killer made an appearance. Can't be too careful these days. I was also busy making preparations elsewhere, all the
Bigsy.
way up until the gallery's opening.
Baked ziti? What?
So, Big Ziti.
That's what you said, Bars.
No, that's what you said, Dylan.
I swear to
I did
God, when you
not
run it
say
back,
baked
the
ziti.
Clown
Alright,
music
when we
will
run
not
it
be over me.
When are we running back?
Mars was like, I'm Big Z.
Okay.
What?
That's what I'm
Unclog your
listening-
ears.
I'm sure chat will rewind and see one of us being an idiot, and it's not going to be me this time.
All right.
Dig the earwax out of your headphones, man. That is so
Ew.
not what I said.
Gross.
Mhm.
So, no, I didn't say that, but there was no one here on the first floor then.
No, penguin. No, no, no. No.
But I did make sure that all the wings were locked up tight. Well, all except for the autumn wing, that is.
I
Parry.
see.
Parry. Don't gas Dylan up.
Parry is something else.
Parry's a
Hello,
Dylan
Sleep.
simp.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes, hello,
They're
sleep. This
not a
is where the
Dylan
cool
simp.
kids hang out.
They're
Parry
a
is a
Dylan
Dylan simp.
apologist.
Very
Okay, you're
much
right.
so.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
Parry is a Dylan apologist. Yes.
Thank you. She
That
did all
sounds
that.
accurate.
She did all that just to steer the culprit into the autumn wing. Which is precisely where Mr. Gusto went. When he came.
Ah.
Sneaking into a building's pretty suspicious, however you slice it.
Oh, fuck.
Except when I'm doing it, then it's just cool.
Silence in the courtroom. I will permit no objections or interventions unless there is some evidence that the witness is lying.
The courtroom? You do know this is an art gallery, right?
Monsieur Gusto, if you could please continue by explaining why you opened the Pisces case.
Oh, I understand now.
Yes,
The
this is
whole
what we were
time.
doing.
The whole time we're like, wow, Verity's kind of a hard ass. No, she's just hallucinating. She doesn't know where she is.
Welcome, Wazarian.
That's why
Wazarian.
she's so confused.
She's
Yeah.
literally talking to what she thinks is the goddess of justice.
Yep. Who's talking through her? Padded room. All right.
I mean, I'm learning so much. The goddess of justice, the inner goddess from the book that shall not be named. Incredible.
Well, I wanted to see Frost work up close.
The
So
hot
I
ones are always
went
crazy.
up to the Gemini. I'm sorry. I guess it was supposed to be the Pisces statue. And I saw that the lid was frozen tight. So I grabbed the blowtorch from nearby and tried to open it. When I finally got it open, gas came pouring out.
Fascinating. His is the sort of flawless testimony attorneys can only dream of.
I can only think about that in Gilbert Gottfried's voice.
Yeah, that everything sounds like a lie kind.
I am none. Oh god, I don't know what that was. Hold on. I am none too satisfied with
Gregory must be
Monsieur
hallucinating too.
The stage
Gustos.
direction, Verity with gusto.
Order! I am none too satisfied with Monsieur Gusto's explanation myself. Alas, there is no evidence to refute it.
Oh, come on! There must be something.
It's Bound's story you must be questioning, not mine. I'm the one who set up the gas trap. I'm not the one who set up the
you're
gas
not
trap.
the
She could have killed anyone with that thing.
We got him, boy!
Yeah. Guilty party says what? What?
Well,
You would go
get
nutty?
him. All the guards just pile on top of him. Hold it right there. First, you said you were, so check and mate. That's right, I played checkers. Second, she turned on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was gunning for the killer and nobody else.
But not
How do you
the
explain
killer.
that?
Just the killer. Excuse
That's
Eddie's
what I said,
accent.
the
Excuse
killer.
Eddie's accent. It's not the killer. Shelly. You know,
What
just
I said, the killer,
No,
that killer. Is that
hey.
better for you, that killer?
that killer.
Dracula?
Well,
He's
that
my
killer,
father.
that killer being you, old pal.
That killer was my father. Dad.
No, the Dracula
Reese with
killed my
gay
father.
killer.
Ah, prepare to die.
It's Von Karma is the dad killer.
This Von Karma has 6 fingers on his one hand. We got it. So you believe that self-confessed criminal,
Miss Bound is far from blameless in this affair, and she'll have to pay for her crimes. But so will Mr. Frost's killer.
You seem determined to pin Frost's murder on me, but I had no reason to kill him. And you have no evidence to prove otherwise.
Photo, photo, photo. Photo, photo, photo.
Photo, photo, photo. Woo! Photo.
Can we really not prove that he's the killer, Mr. Edgeworth?
Barnsley.
Mr. Gusto fell victim to the poison gas. That much is indisputable.
Willow.
Pseudo Willow!
Pseudo-Willow!
Willow! Welcome, welcome!
Yet, no matter how sus his actions in the present may seem, they prove nothing about him being a Baka previously.
Oh, yeah, but that just kind of implies tsundere. And what about you, Mr. Fender? There has to be something we can do. You're right. We may not have the evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let's see now. I'm digging into my pockets. Let's see what I had for lunch earlier. There's my notes. If Gusto, nope, I digested that too fast. I couldn't read it. Oh, there we go. It just came back up. If Gusto killed Frost. Sorry.
I have finger twitch. I'm sorry, okay?
The thingy's not on our team, confirmed.
No. That was the middle finger, so yeah, fuck it. Literally.
Thingy's gone
That's
rogue.
okay. I got the finger down my throat. The note's back.
Whoa!
Killed Frost. He must have had a reason.
Stop, Rod! Stop!
I never would have fingered that to be your reasoning, Fender.
Read your line, Dylan.
Okay. He claims he... Well, whoops. He claims not to have a throat hilt. But that can't really be true, can it?
This is Fingy, Penguin. Indy's not here yet. This is Fingy. Next is
We're
Indy.
disgracing Fingy before Fingy's next iteration.
Fingy knows
Sorry,
that they're on the
Fingy.
way out, so Fingy's fighting back.
Listen, if he did it, he has one. Not many people commit murder just for funsies. Well, there was body armor, but he's an outlier. And there's
Penguin.
the killer, but that's more transactional business-like.
Penguin, I wish that I
Just
could
saying people have reason.
only count on one hand how many times we have gone out of hand here.
I've done
Slash
nothing wrong
New
this entire
Jersey? What?
We run out of fingies by that
Slash
time.
not joking is what they mean.
Sure. Sure.
New Jersey?
Yeah. Oh no.
Or
Slash
you're the one
NY.
who was chronically online.
I am very much not chronically online.
Oh, well, I guess you have one excuse then.
Wow. I'm offended. Yeah, I know, Mason. It was Parry.
It was you!
Parry said NJ first.
Not joking.
I am not joking. Parry said it first.
We're not joking. Perry did say it first. That is a non-joke crime, after all.
Hmm.
In fact, your old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about a probable motive too, remember? Use that old noggin, Miles Areno.
Oh shit, this guy!
Yeah.
Alright, I could do his voice, no problem. Ooh.
No. No. This is a memory, not a ghost.
It's flashback land.
How can you possibly say that with any certainty?
Oh, so good.
Beautiful.
If their relationship had broken down for some reason.
We're getting all these logic pieces now.
We are.
That could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Papa's logic.
Papa's logic saving the day. Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to Gusto back then. But, I don't see no Von Karma, so...
It's a bit of a sore spot.
yeah, I still don't see him, so... If we can put the pieces together, I think the picture we've been looking for might just emerge. Maybe starting with that picture in your pocket.
I don't think I have the picture you're thinking
I think you
of.
might be right.
I don't think I have the picture you're thinking of.
I think you do have the picture I'm thinking of.
Either one of us is wrong, or we're not thinking of the same picture.
It might not be useful yet, but I know we have that picture.
I need
Okay.
to think back over everything we know about the Is-7 incident.
Penguin, no. Harry, no.
Especially the questions that never got answered.
It's okay, Maya to the rescue. Oh shit, I wasn't expecting you. What the fuck? Why
Yeah,
are you
we're
here?
getting all these peeps.
Ah, and the finger mark. Nope. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see? Okay, we got it. And the finger marks. Were you the one wearing the gloves?
Behind the scenes, Ori was like, that voice that Mars has for Bad, you need, by, like, law, to go, yeah, Shane, yeah, to get into the voice.
Yeah, you
And
can't.
Mars, you just tried to do
Well,
it
you
without
have
doing
no
that.
idea.
Yeah, and it doesn't work. That it's like mandated by the universe.
The universe.
The only way to
It
do
really
that
is.
voice
And
for
everyone, I
anyone.
guess, with the universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't fuck with the universe.
No. Everyone wants to get with the universe. Bruises are just
Oh,
hickeys
well,
from the universe.
In that case, I will fuck with the universe.
There you go.
Chilling in a morgue? No, Estra.
Miss Scone denied that the fingy marks on the frame were hers. But what if they were Mr. Gusto's?
Jacques.
Never would have fingered him.
Ah.
He's just not my type. But perhaps he wanted to
Ew.
take a look through the ultimate cookbook for himself.
Why do you like this?
Dane Bramage.
Yeah. Oh no, Estrok. Does Fingy have fingerprints?
Oh my goodness.
Well,
this is Youngbound. This
Yeah.
is
The
Youngbound.
fingy
okay.
that we have is not that. But the monarchy that his nation that he hails from comes from, that's the fingy prince.
Good night, everybody.
Man. I guess we need indie lore now.
That we do. So he asked me to go put in a new. Nope. So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He's shots left than there were.
Try again.
He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna lower my gain a bit.
Dim lim.
Gregory.
No gains. I'm just trying to see, like, where's there a Gregory in this
sip?
picture? Are they
Alright.
Are they remembering this remembering?
Yes.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
This is team remembering.
Inception noise.
Genetic
Blah.
Memory building.
genetic memory.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than they expected.
Ah.
Yes. The number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining.
That was sus. I forgot about that.
So much logic. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way.
Hello, Federico.
Hey, Federico.
Hey, Federico.
See, this is why I knew we couldn't say everyone wasn't here. We were missing Federico too.
Yeah,
We were.
so many people. We've grown, guys. We got all of our bros, all of our gals
Yes.
and guys and non-binary pals. I didn't rhyme it the right way, but you know.
Guys, gals, and non-binary.
I
pals,
know.
amazing.
Ladies and gentle them.
I'm personally here for bitches and bros and non-binary hoes.
No,
True.
don't encourage them with all of the finger shit we were doing before.
All the fingering we've been up to.
Stop! I was specifically trying to
Mine
not
Just
do
look at
that.
Edward get that tippy tappy of his finger. We're constantly fingering.
Stop! Stop!
My father. Wait, Ori. I
What?
couldn't help but notice that every time his finger moved, just like sounded very flush.
Can we fucking what the fuck?
My father noticed these things for a reason. I just need to piece them together correctly. In the absence of evidence, it's the only way to the truth.
Okay. He had no reason to kill Frost, but the cooperation ended.
Yes, that feels correct.
Woo!
Noise.
Mr. Gusto. You and Mr. Frost conspired to create works for the contest together. Did you not?
Ah, so you know my secret.
Mr. Fender was kind enough to inform me. Mr. Frost was in charge of the designs, while you were in charge of the flavor. Is that correct?
What can I say? I still have a long way to travel on the road to becoming a master confectioner.
But you only collaborated up through the semifinal. Something changed after that.
The semifinal?
We both wanted to show what we could do. Show that we were better than Tango.
So true, Federico. Didn't this guy was a corpse? Yes. Yes, he didn't.
He did get better. He got better. I ain't dead yet.
I ain't dead yet.
Oh, you'll be stone dead in a moment.
Soon dead, Duray. Then why did you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final?
No. What grounds do you have to say that?
Your own statement, made to Mr. Von Karma 18 years ago. You told him that you had been working together, right up until the day before the final.
Yay, we're flexing those vocal cords. No, it's a memory.
So much
This is a
triggering
statement.
Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice, which would have needed at least a day to freeze. And whose flavors would therefore have already been prepared by Mr. Gusto.
Your boy.
There he is, the boy!
The boy.
Yeah, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me. That he helped Frost until the day before the final.
I know a thumbnail that the episodes where we kept doing that with Von Karma are gonna be. They're gonna have his most annoyed, angry, pissed off face that I draw of him, but it's gonna have like the heart emojis and fucking stickers all over it, or it's like the fuck. But he's like me the whole time.
In that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return?
Here comes the boy. Hello,
Ooh, whoa.
boy.
Hello, boy.
Let a boy coming, I hear.
So much boy.
I can hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead.
This whoa. This episode's full of boy.
So
Whoa.
much boy.
Who's filling up, boy?
No, the episode is full of boy. I said it very
Yeah,
specifically.
boy is filling up the
no,
episode.
no, that's not what I
Boy-
said.
I don't know who episode is, but boy is filling them up.
Okay,
This
ew.
is misinterpretation at its finest.
I tried.
Not hard enough.
Too hard, apparently.
You can leave the too hard for boy.
The boy already has it. They're the one filling.
Oh,
you
yeah,
walked
he
right into
does.
that one.
Yes.
He started it!
Well, there's someone about to finish. Doesn't have to be me. So why didn't Mr. Frost help you in return? Oh shit! Did Von Karma object?
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
Oh, gotcha. Objection.
No.
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 That's the lore accurate
That's
objection.
bad karma.
I
We
don't
want
care.
that.
I don't want that. I want...
John?
There we go.
Ah, there's the boy.
Here comes the boy.
Do 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 do.
Or in Ori's case,
Yeah.
Ew, 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 ew.
I submit that your relationship broke down for some reason. And that became the basis of your motive for murder.
No, that works. That
know.
works. Okay, you just said it weird.
That's not how it was. So we stopped working together, but it was all perfectly friendly. Amicable breakup. We split. The kids and the divorce went amicably.
You stopped working together, split up, divorced in a friendly way? Okay, kind of hard to imagine, but okay.
Divorces can be amicable, if I could speak.
Amicabile.
Amicabile. Besides, how do you think I did it exactly? You think I just strolled into Tangero's room and killed Frost? I left him. I couldn't have killed the man. I left him while Tango was in there working on his chocolate pieces. Now could I?
It just wasn't my time.
We grew up hard, you see. It can't have been me.
It can't have been me. I can't read or read.
Couldn't be me. I wouldn't be so sure. There must
Ori
be
did
a
say
window
she
of
plans to
time.
watch lots of anime today. Maybe she's all burned out from the subtitles.
No, I
There
watched
must be a
dub.
window of time when Mr. Tangaroa wasn't in his room.
It sadly doesn't work. All of the shows Mars we're watching, I watch in dub.
Well, you have no excuse now. I was trying to give you one.
The excuse is I'm dumb right now, okay? Temporary dumb. Midnight brain at 8:31.
Wow, that's got to be a record.
Yeah. It's not. We've definitely said midnight brain earlier than this.
Nice misquote, but do you have a source? My excuse is I'm very fucking dumb.
My source is I made it the fuck up. All right.
My source is I fucked it the fuck up.
Yeah,
And if I can
my
prove
source
that,
is I fucked with the made up.
I up the fuck made.
we're done.
Are we?
And if I can prove that, I can prove that Mr. Gusto had the opportunity to kill Mr. Frost.
That's very true, as Struck. Let's go. The opportunity to
Oh.
kill Mr. Frost. The timing for the cookbook. Remaining exposures. What?
I don't see these linking. I feel like we need one more.
I can't go back. I have to do this.
Oh, shit.
So 2 of these must link. Gusto couldn't kill Frost with Tangaroa in his room.
Maybe timing and cookbook?
I don't think that has to do with the timing. Someone
then
else
how does
used
it
the
align with
camera
the
is all I can think about. Dylan, any suggestions?
Yes. We have to use the camera thing.
Okay, then I think it's that and timing for
Alright.
the murder. Oh, fuck!
Yep.
Whoa! Shit! How jump scare
When did
Do
that
it.
happen?
Do it. Do it.
when we really fucked up.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
that doesn't add up.
Uh-oh.
I'd better think again. But we can't fuck
Save.
it up this time. We got this.
Although
It's
it's
not-
gotta be exposures and...
No, it's
Oh,
gotta be
no, but it would
timing
be
and one
murder
at the
and
cookbook.
Oh god, there is one more thing we can fuck up. I was like, oh, we have no
All
other
or
options.
nothing.
Nope. We can fuck it up.
The thing they're
All or
asking about
nothing.
is the timing. So I don't see why.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
Okay.
Me too.
I'm terrified,
We're gonna die,
but
sir.
I'm convinced. No!
Hey! That doesn't add up. But don't worry, we can keep thinking about
fuck. Oh.
the gavel, please.
No!
No, it can't end like this. And yet, there's nothing more I can do.
I've exhausted my brain. Midnight brain kicked in too early.
And with that, the truth receded into the darkness.
Oh.
Verity's gavel of Damocles was brought down. I was brought before the committee,
retry.
and I
Retry.
guys,
Wow.
it was a great stream. I really appreciate
No,
everyone
stop.
coming
That was our second,
Okay,
guys.
it's
I just want to
exposures
say
and cookbook.
that's only our second ever game over. Wow,
out.
Give me
Arms
so
of the angels cry away.
Why didn't we die
with me.
earlier?
you're the best.
So, Ori, I don't know if you remember, but exactly 1 year, 6 months, and 13 days ago on stream, I said very particularly, if we die in the game, stream ends. Now, I couldn't help but notice that we just died in the game.
And you know what I say? I will make you continue to play this fucking game.
That's
you won't
crazy.
like it.
That's crazy
Dylan,
because
you
I'm
might
all the
like
way
it,
over.
but-
It is where you live.
Yeah, would you
don't want
like
to
me
fuck with
to
this.
deal with this, Dylan?
There's no need to worry about it because
She doesn't just know where you live, she is where you live. Uh-oh. Okay, Ori, do your thing. It's been a long time since we've had a scrangle. It's been a very long time. That was just a vision of his. Yes, he saw into the future and was like, ooh, I shouldn't choose timing and reason for murder. That's a bad idea. Yeah, honestly, that was our second game over in the whole time we've been playing Ace Attorney, like the original and this. I'm kind of proud. Did you die? Sadly, yes, but we lived.
I found him.
I don't know if you can hear the murder happening on Ori's end. Oh, Jesus. Canadian Lucifer. If Edgeworth isn't the victim, Dylan is. Oh my god. Verity bonks Edgeworth to death. I mean, some might say that that's a preferred way to go out.
How will you sleep at night?
Next to my fiance.
I wonder if they know you can hear it, Pastry. Are you back?
He is back. I stabbed him with his trident many times.
Oh, I thought you hit him over the head with the salt lamp. That's what Penguin was speculating.
Oh, no, that
Murder weapon.
he's already Dame Bramaged enough.
That's true.
No, the salt lamp is in the room I'm in, so it's very easily accessible.
Not the room I'm in, yeah. All right. I've been chained to my desktop.
Get on with it.
Read your line.
Wait, my Dane has
Get in
finally
the
been
water.
bramaged to the point of being fixed.
Yay! Read
back
your
to
shit.
normal.
Go.
Read your shit.
She's beat the sussy out of me. Photographing the cookbook's contents would be the perfect way to steal its secrets undetected.
Oh, we might be idiots.
Oh, we are idiots. That's not what I was
Everybody
thinking at
say-
all.
Much idiots.
Everybody say gags.
Gex?
I'm lost.
And
I'm
what if
also
Mr.
lost.
Gusto did just that? What if he'd used Mr. Tangaroa's camera to photograph the book?
Okay, I'm not blaming the game for this one. We're just stupid.
It's just very out of woof woof.
I totally forgot that is a possibility. It'd be the perfect crime. So much better than stealing it and getting chased by the cops. Trust me, I would know.
Oh,
Real quick, guys. So a friend of mine went to
Ashtrock.
high school. A friend of mine
Mhm,
went to high school with a
mhm,
guy
mhm.
whose name was Gabriel
Mm.
Horn. Okay, this person's like long gone. They're gone. However, everyone called them Gabe Horn.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Oof.
Very unfortunate. Oof.
Gabe Horn.
Yeah, we got it. Stop saying it. I'm gonna have to censor it if you say it too much.
A sneaky shot. Nope. A sneaky snapshot or 20, huh? That could work.
The universe needed to correct itself, Penguin.
The only question is,
We either have
When?
scuff or a scrangle. We can't have both.
We already had Scuff. We
when
did have
would
both.
he have done it?
You had Scuff, Mars.
Does that count as
Not-
scuff? It happened
Not
before
during
stream.
stream. No.
But Canadian Lucifer was here before stream, so that's why it happened then.
Oh. That's
For all
why
I know,
was thinking
Mason,
that.
for all I know, Gabe Horn is dead.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yes.
Gotta get quicker on them mutes.
I'm trying. I'm not used to it.
Practice.
I will. Good question. What about during afternoon tea? It's
Yummy.
a perfect opportunity. Didn't Delicia
Mm.
say Gusto and Frost had missed out on a little tea party they had?
Mm.
Mighty sus, mighty sus. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze again.
Newt. Did you do it?
I'm done.
Woo!
I did it.
Which brings me to the next question. When do we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive? It's the boy!
Hello, boy.
Yes, that's me. It's the boy. Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost as he secluded himself in his room.
Mm.
And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa. As a ghost, he possesses the key. The only one.
He's not dead.
He's dead meat? Miss Cone, could you stop slurping for just a moment? Where Master Tangaroa's works?
Ooh.
And were they the only ones you sampled?
No, dear, I couldn't help myself. When I'd finished my afternoon tea, I, tiptoed over to Jellywinks's room for a little taste. He wasn't there to stop me.
Now we know why.
Mr. Frost had kept to himself inside his room after the contest had started. Please don't make her get the bowl out, Estrog. But he was gone by the time Miss Scone stuck into it to sample his work.
Oh, for the stirring?
Ori, please. Ori, stop. Ori, you don't have enough keyboards for this.
As long as there's no water in it this time, your keyboard has suffered enough.
The issue there was the dog, and the dog is not here.
You really just be blaming it on your dog?
Yes. Actually, she made me get up and disrupt the ecosystem.
My god, you're really just blaming it on the dog.
I am.
Ori's blaming something on her 18-year-old
17.
blindish,
She's not
deaf,
blind. Deaf,
entirely
yes.
deaf,
Mm-hmm.
scrungly, stinky.
Don't act like you're over
Fussy
here
dog.
loving her existence at the house, huh? Don't act like you're some fucking
Oh.
saint. Just be like,
She's
oh,
being
this
Compared to
poor,
you.
right
sad
now.
dog.
Compared to you, I'm not
me?
blaming Riley for shit. I'm not blaming Riley for shit.
You should blame her. She's the one that shits. Yeah, it's her shit.
Quite
There's a good
literally.
chance he was murdered before the end of afternoon tea.
Sip. Tea. Timing. Boom.
No, we should have done timing and tea. No!
Ah! Doesn't matter.
We can be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of afternoon tea. Making tea time the only window during which Mr. Gusto could have killed him to death.
Oh, God.
Gavel, you've been summoned.
Oh, I can't do it. Going from any of this sucks, huh? Oh,
Why are you Gusto?
I don't know. Are you satisfied with Major Gusto's story now, Major Eswes?
Nothing personnel, kid. Sadly, I'm afraid I'm still rather unsatisfied. There's only one man, that man, who can satisfy me. But things have finally started to become clear. And the truth will soon come to light at last. I'm saying the
Do
word
you
come a
mean
lot.
to say that you have uncovered new evidence.
No, new evidence has come to light. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Waza.
Yeah, take a
Evidence?
sippy.
No.
Have a sippy.
I was hoping I might convince Mr. Gusto to open up to us about it instead.
Let's have a sippy. I want to have a sippy. Lock the doors, sippy.
Oh, is it mind games time again? Been so
Oh!
long.
Mine chest.
It is. Mr. Gusto, I have a question for you. I said, I have a question for you.
What is it?
You chose to make your entry for the final on your own.
I told you, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to prove that I am the best in the world.
If that were the case, then surely you wouldn't have chosen to cheat in the first place.
Yes, as Rock.
So tell me, Mr. Gusto, why'd you feel the need to team up with Mr. Frost? A tippy tap.
Woo! Domain expansion!
And with a full health bar. This is nice.
The full health bar makes me sad, but that would have happened no matter what.
Yep.
That's just like a mind chest thing.
Yep.
18
Just the
years
nature of the
ago,
game.
Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in the confectionery contest. But why did they
Hydrate,
work
yes.
together? And why did they enter the contest in the first place?
I'm bopping.
That's the information I need to wring out of my opponent somehow.
Whoa!
Or
Ooh,
damn. He hiding shit.
that's a lot.
Mr. Gusto seems to have a habit of pretending to be asleep when things aren't going his way.
I really thought this
Hey,
one was
we've
going to
dealt
be in
with that
front.
before.
Shots. Everybody.
Let's start by focusing on why he chose to work with Mr. Frost. By my hand, now is the time to dig up the truth that was buried all those years ago.
Mind chest.
Let's go. Come in.
Okay. All right. Only one option.
Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate with Mr. Frost?
We were acquaintances before we were contestants. He was interested in entering the contest, so we decided to sign up together.
And your decision to pair up with a sculptor had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your skills?
You don't know me. We joined forces because we wanted to make the most perfect confections possible. That is all.
Bide my time, I think.
Frost and mine were in the same grade at school, so we got along pretty well too.
Oh.
Ding.
So, you were just two friends who happened to try for the title of World's Greatest Confectioner.
Chink.
Oh, he's pretending to be asleep.
Bide time.
Bide.
Bide time, yeah.
I'm still recovering, so if you have nothing to say, let me go back to the medical room.
Wait.
Oh.
Okay,
I
we
mean, to
gotta
be a
wake
little
him
more
up when he does
proactive.
that.
Okay,
It's the opposite
sorry.
strat. No, we thought
I
opposite
need to study
too.
my opponent's reactions and pick my own responses accordingly.
Okay, my bad. We'll go blah 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 blah. Zoom
Blah,
through,
blah, blah,
zoom
blah.
through. And this is bide your time. Then we talk about the
That's bide time.
chillums. Then we talk about
So
the
when
children.
he sleeps, we gotta wake him up.
Yeah, it gave me a ding, but I thought the sleepy was.
There's the ding.
Pretending to be asleep when the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid.
Ignore
Mr.
the first
Frost,
time. It totally worked on me.
it won't work on me a second time.
There you go.
Fool me once, won't get fooled again. Mr. Frost was a sculptor, Mr. Gusto.
I love that pastry puff.
I doubt he cared much about winning a title for confectioners.
I like, though, that it's like a chill thing for Edgeworth, right? He's just like, he closes his eyes for a second and opens them. 4. And then everyone's like, what the fuck? Versus Phoenix just goes, okay.
we have established that Edgeworth is the composed one. And
Yeah,
Phoenix is
it's
the
just
gay,
very
chaotic disaster.
funny. It's just very funny.
Chaotic.
Did you say gayotic? Because that's
I did.
amazing. Top tier. Love that.
It's a good stage name.
Chaotic. Yeah, where's the drag queen with that name? Come on.
I did read this.
Okay,
line.
my apologies.
In which case, he probably had a different motive for taking part in the contest, wouldn't you say?
Oh, that was easy.
Fine, it was me. I wanted that title. Frost was only in it for the prize. The ultimate cookbook.
I see. And since your objectives dovetailed so neatly, you decided to work together. But then, something happened. A breakdown in your relationship, perhaps. Changing your status on Facebook to "it's complicated." If
My
so,
goodness,
I want to
Penguin.
know why.
Mr. Prosecutor, I'm still quite unwell after my brush with death. Push me too hard, and I'll be on my way back to the medical room.
No, wait.
And you better wrap this up quickly. I'm already dangerously low on patience.
Mr. Gusto, is trying desperately to make his escape, but he's not going anywhere yet.
Gazpacho.
Gazpacho. Gumbo.
The chess dimension won't let him leave.
He's trapped here until my domain is over.
My stand will not let him.
Not as long as he's still keeping things from me. So let's figure out what he was really after next.
Woo!
This is the Kakashi dimension.
Why is it the Kakashi dimension?
Because Edgeworth has put him in here and is just going to fucking torture him.
That sounds
That's
like Gojo to me.
Itachi.
No, didn't Kakashi have this one, like, special ability? Or is
That's
it someone else?
Itachi. I'm 99%
Okay.
sure you're thinking about Itachi. He
Also,
looks
are
at you.
saying Kakashi?
He's saying
I don't
Kakashi.
know.
He's talking about
Okay, it's just
Kakashi.
coming through my
I'm very
headphones
certain
weird.
that he means Itachi. Yeah, who looked at Sasuke for like a moment, and Sasuke went through like 80 years of torture or some shit, like in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's getting tortured for like a really long time, and
Yeah,
it's like, all right,
but,
1
like,
minute passed.
Yeah, that's Itachi. Itachi does that.
Okay, that's who I meant.
Yes,
So we'll just fix it in post.
we won't.
Yeah, but we could.
Yeah, we can do a lot of things.
Well, there's no time to lose. I need to pick the right line of questioning and fast.
Yes, that's it, Federico.
Oh,
Itachi
dang.
did it to Kakashi.
Hey.
Did you want more than just the title? Pain
You
is
two
a
had
different
your
character.
eyes on something other than the title, didn't you? After all, I'm not sure the title of World's Greatest Confectioner even counts for that much.
I didn't finish Naruto. I got pretty close though. 40 episodes away.
And now you're insulting the way of the confectioner. My goal, my only goal, was to win that title. I didn't care about anything else. You have no idea how much it would have meant to me.
Bide.
Interesting. Bide.
Just never got around to it as Chuck.
Look, my sense of design may not have been up to snuff back then, but you should see me now.
Oh, so you've improved.
Yes, there is like 600 if we're counting both Shippuden and the beginning, yes.
It's a beast.
You bet I have. I didn't do all that training in Jangfa for nothing.
That's why we can get him on the murder, cause he left the country. He left the country. We can get him on the murder, cause he left the country. I'll believe it when I see it.
Came in handy. Yeah.
I will expose all your lies in the end, Mr. Gusto.
Oh,
It's only a
maybe
matter
not.
of time.
I jumped the gun.
Sorry. Wanted to see if I could do an impression of you. Turns out, it's easy.
He's happy to bide his time as well, it seems. I'll need to pick my words more wisely.
Okay.
I think the gimmick is when he's going off, you
Yeah.
stay quiet. When he
But when
gets
he's quiet, we
you
have to
yell at
do
him.
it. Yeah.
I need to study my opponent's reactions and pick my own responses. Accordion.
Accordion? Yeah. Okay. We want more than just the title. We're gonna go down the line to get to the end of it. Blah, blah, blah. Goal to win that title. You have no idea else. Bide time.
Bide time.
We didn't do all that studying in Zheng Fa, flu blah, bide time.
Wow, we're really dating this.
Why?
We're dating this stream because they know we're Biden.
I looked up to Tangaroa. You know, I spent hours poring over the designs of his work. Even used to watch his show with my son.
Okay.
Sounds to me like Mr. Tangaroa's work was especially influential in your early studies. And with his recipe book, you might have even become the best someday.
Maybe. The book was a real treasure, no doubt about that. Any confectioner would have wanted it.
Okay,
now I
he's a
hit
sleepy
him.
guy yell at him.
Bam.
You claim that your only goal was to win the title.
Dot fear, yes.
Yes, but you also seem to have had an interest in the contest's prize, the ultimate cookbook.
The greatest collection of recipes by the world's greatest confectioner. I can't say I absolutely had no interest in it, even if I did. What exactly is so wrong with that?
Nothing, I suppose. Only that the book contained recipes for medicines, not desserts. And everyone who entered
And
the
a poison.
contest supposedly knew that.
He's either... Okay, their sons are sick or some shit. That one son has, like, cancer or something. Because the sons have yet to come into it, you know?
Yeah. Although we did see little Sasuke in one of the wings.
But he can't be his son because those sons were from before Frost was murdered, and that was 18 years ago.
Yeah, from 18 years ago. Unless they also put the sons in the winter wing and they were just frozen this whole time.
cryo children. Bing chillin'.
We can't assume anything.
What if he's just a short king? Well, I gave him the voice of a child, so I hope not.
I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. I can't let him slip from my grasp now. I just need to stay calm and keep the pressure on.
We can do it.
Let's find out why he wanted the cookbook.
Yeah, sure.
Did you know how valuable the cookbook really was?
What kind of question is that? It was a collection of Tangaroa's recipes. There wasn't a confectioner in the world who wouldn't have wanted to get their hands on it.
I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning.
Ah, darn.
All right, back to the drawing board.
I
Other
better
one.
try another tech.
This one.
So your plan was to win the cookbook and use it to help you with your own creations.
Well, a book like that could have improved my craft tenfold.
Could have made a lot of money if you sold it.
I don't know about what was actually in there, but it was worth more than money, I can tell you that.
Oh. Time to yell at an old man.
Wake up, old man!
Mr. Gusto. I think you know more about the ultimate cookbook than you claim.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love you old people.
They told us a little about it at the start of the contest.
Then you know what kind of recipes it actually contained, don't you?
I'm glad, Penguin.
And that they weren't dessert recipes at all.
I see you did your homework. Fine, so you know what was really in there. The ultimate cookbook, or the Angel's cookbook to give it its proper title.
What's
And a
up, Federico?
collection of chemical formulas and ways to synthesize new medicines nobody's ever heard of.
Then how can we write it down?
It's a good
So-
question.
He did know
We
that the
don't have a
cookbook
cue for
actually
this line of
contained
questioning.
recipes for medicines.
Boop, boop, boop.
This could be an important clue.
Q.
Clue.
Okay, now,
Okay,
the
now we
worst.
could do it.
Yeah.
Because we have our clue.
We have our
Do you know how valuable
Q.
the cookbook really was?
Q.
What kind of question is that? It was a collection of dying. That wasn't a convection.
Time to deploy my clue.
Maybe we should let him go back to the medical wing.
So true.
I just playing it out when I was the same line.
Your designs may have improved thanks to your training in Zhang Fa,
Ha.
but you clearly didn't do enough work on your skills of deception.
That's why I need to go back to the medical wing.
Federico, I have a bunch of ties, but it's like 20 of them. I don't have
He
anywhere near
does
enough.
not have that many ties. We were just lamenting the other day, actually, that he did not have
It's like-
How could
enough
you
ties.
not have ties, Dylan?
No.
I have ties,
He has
just
ties.
not like a
Just-
fuck ton.
It's not like a collection of ties. I would not
I
say
have like
that he
15
has
to
like
20.
a
You clearly
surprising
need
amount
more.
of ties. Oh yeah, he does. He's just very picky. He's very picky about his ties.
The ties are one thing I'm very peculiar on.
He's very particular about them. Yep.
I'm curious,
You've already-
peculiar about the fabric or the pattern?
Pattern. Without question.
The important
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He has a lawyer tie
You've
though.
already admitted that you knew the ultimate cookbook was a collection of recipes for medicines. Thereby making your interest not gastronomical, but pharmaceutical in nature. I wanted to put
You were trying to become a
clonazepam
hermit.
in
You
my
needed the
cookies.
medicine.
That's
Oh, welcome Raiders. We're about to
Hey.
we're
it.
about
Oh, you
to
made it in time
finish
tonight.
We're about halfway through harassing an old man.
I highly
Yes,
doubt,
an old man
Mr.
who
Gusto.
just came out of the medical wing, no less.
Yes.
I highly doubt, Mr. Gusto, that you wanted to put clonazepam into cookies.
What?
You're a confectioner. You had no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Raiders. We need to promote ourselves. That's what I've learned about raiding. We have to. Hi, we're Ori. I'm pink hair. Mars is red hair with purple with the
Hi,
hat,
Mars,
and Dylan
hello.
is green horn guy. And yeah, that's
Tiefling.
tiefling.
He's a
Green
tiefling.
horn
the
guy, what the
tiefling.
fuck?
It's
Jesus
honestly-
Christ.
I'm bad at promoting.
It's just greenhorn guy.
I'm bad at promotion. Yeah, we play this game. We have a YouTube channel if you want to see all the cool stuff we did in the past.
Oh my
With
gosh.
edited videos. There you go. That's the promotion.
My God.
You know what? Watch this channel. There's just some weird green horny guy in the corner. I don't know what that guy's about. What the fuck?
People, chat likes it, guys. Chat likes it, Dylan. I don't know what to tell you. Chat's here for it.
Gremlin mode.
We're accusing an old man of killing his gay lover 18 years ago. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
Hello.
That's
Plants
exactly
in
what's going
leather
on.
pants. Epic name. I'm fucking here for that. Lovely.
Press the button, Ori.
That's a very base name.
That's a
Ori, for the
base
love of
name.
God.
I'm going. Why can't I interact? Huh?
You can.
Go on.
Which suggests that your interest must have been personal.
Too many people do forget.
Oh, we got one.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Hi.
One more.
Underestimated you. Fine, you're right. Winning the title wasn't the only reason I entered the contest. I needed one of the recipes in that book. Haha. It was for my son. He was sick.
This is not one of my better voices. Please wait until Hot Judge comes back. She's a good voice. I'm good at her voice. Hot Judge's voice.
He was. Tell me more.
None of your business. I've told you as much as you need to know. That's HIPAA violation.
It's only for an institution to require a HIPAA. But he looks rattled. I can't let him off the hook. Let's find out what this mystery illness was.
The tasty taste thing?
I've almost gotten to the bottom of
Yeah,
this.
but
I can
that's not
feel it.
life-threatening.
Just a few more moves.
Judge is probably a lumberjack. Are we talking about him being a dwarf? What was the name of your son? Tell me more about your son. What's the book? Tell me that, I guess.
Tell me more about your son.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
he do
Felt
be
like we had to
basting.
build to it.
This motherfucker basting real hard.
Based in
He's a
sugar.
master baster.
And that's why you're the greenhorn guy.
Yep.
Beat you to it, Esrog. Could you tell me the name of the disease your son suffered from?
Dude is based. Nice.
You're a real cold customer, Mr. Prosecutor. Isn't it enough that he was seriously ill? Why would you force me to tell you more?
I don't have a clue as to how to pursue this line of questioning.
Talk to me about your mother.
I'd better try another tack.
Okay, we'll do this, son.
I just feel like we got build up.
Yeah,
to it,
I
you
know. It was. The
Keep it
timer
going, Ori.
scares me.
I know the timer scares you, but you gotta bide your time.
Hiding Biden.
Stop.
Tell me a little bit more about your invalid.
Wow.
What the fuck?
He was my pride and joy, and he was and my biggest fan.
So he's dead now?
Was. Ooh,
Was
that
yeah.
doesn't
No,
bode
he's actually
well.
no longer giving a fuck about his dad's career. He's not dead. He's just moved on.
We don't know that.
It's like, Dad, this is my wedding day. Put the basters down. And he's just furiously basting in the corner.
I'll make you something beautiful for the cake toppers on
He could've
Gambit.
saved the wedding.
Dad, the wedding's over already.
How?
Dad,
All right.
stop.
You can stop now.
GTA text basted. You entered the contest in order to help him.
You clearly don't have children of your own. Any father would have done the same. I would have done anything to help him. Anything.
Bide.
So, yeah. We are prosecuting, but technically we're defending because actually we're a prosecutor who has been stripped of a rank of prosecutor temporarily for the purposes of working as a defense attorney and criminal law associate, and therefore we are working trying to solve the murder of this guy who died 18 years ago because this guy in the red is actually not just a fruitcake, he's also trying to solve a murder that's related to the death of his father. brother, which previously happened out of this really hot guy who looks kind of like a vampire, is actually the murderer of his dad, and this all ties back into the reason why his dad was murdered by said vampire.
The abridged version is that
even I've gone cross-eyed.
the abridged version is Edward is a prosecutor by trade, yes, but in this case we are not in court, and he has been the subordinate to a defense attorney right now, and that's where we're at. Glad you actually followed that.
Actually followed that. Fuck yeah. Oh god.
Well, we're moving on then.
He would come to see me here at the contest venue to ride up through the semifinal.
Really? He didn't get in the way of your work.
Oh, why is the gay chef involved? So this chef we think is the murderer from the past, and he's gay because
18
we
years
think he
ago.
killed his lover, his gay lover. There's a picture of them standing together.
Yes, and they have sons.
So that is the entirety of the reason why we think he's gay.
They also work together. They were best friends or some shit, and they work
covered
together.
Each other's weaknesses.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, and their
And they
kids
were
are really
Prime
like,
shipping
yeah,
fuel.
exactly.
Prime fuel for the ship. Come on.
Yes, with their kids.
And the ship runs on diesel.
Yes, pastry farm.
Yes, pastry. Yes.
I like how I can see their vampire and death. He's a vampire.
Little bits and pieces
Yeah.
of word. It's like it's in code.
Ori, I did read this line.
I'm sorry.
If you were trying to beat Samson Tangaroa, surely you didn't have the time to look after a child.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do what I could for him. He said he wanted to always be the first to try my creations.
He's sweating. Do we do it? I didn't hear a ding. Do we do it? My time's running out.
I think by time.
Dylan?
Fine.
We know the pattern.
No.
Gavin, he's not sleeping.
No, you fucked up.
Oh shit.
Blah,
You know what's worse? You know what's worse?
What?
Letting us lose the amount of health that we would have gotten for the wrong answer before choosing the wrong answer.
I was trying. Fuck, how did we get there? This way.
Tell me about
Next
your
time I'll go
son,
with my
blah,
own
blah,
gut.
blah.
You guys suck.
Hey, I was trained that if the guy is Gavin, let him
The
gab. If he's
sweating!
sleeping,
The
slap, slap.
sweating! The sweating is new!
You said your son was sick, Mr. Gusto.
But he's awake.
And yet he was able to come and join you for the contest?
It wasn't that kind of illness, nothing life-threatening anyway.
You said he was seriously ill just 10 seconds
Yeah,
ago.
yep.
What?
Mick fuck, yep.
This
This
man,
feels like
I
it could be an
swear.
important clue.
Okay. Now it was this, I think.
You
I
tell me
think we
more
can
about the
do that,
ligma
and then not
infecting
lead
your
us to
son.
was the book necessary for them to do that.
A cold customer, Mr. Prosecutor, isn't enough that he would seriously ill. Why would you force me to tell you more?
Time to deploy my clue.
Yeah. I was listening to your gut. Cake. Cake would be delicious. I'm taking a sippy. Wazza.
You've already
I've had my
shared with me
sippy. I'm all good.
that your son's illness wasn't life-threatening. But why are you so reluctant to share any further detail?
It may not have been life-threatening, but that doesn't mean it hadn't been life-altering.
the fucking
Nice.
taste bud shit, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's definitely
Yeah,
the
I
taste
feel,
of
I feel like
shit.
it's gotta be.
Because that's what we fucking brought up.
Nasty.
That must have been very hard on both of you.
Chekhov's taste buds.
Of course it was. That was why I did everything I could to find a cure. You're desperate. He couldn't taste anything, not even his favorite desserts.
Yep. Fucking called it.
This is. Did he have a
Was
taste
he
disorder?
overweight?
Was he fat?
Stop.
That's what Edgeworth was gonna
Oh,
say.
I know.
2000 James.
Oh yeah, when did this game come out?
Not in this day and age.
Definitely not.
As I understand it, the Ultimate Cookbook contains the recipe for a very particular diet medication.
Ozempic. You know.
Gotta take some, you fatso.
Oh,
The one that
God.
Mr. Tangaroa used to cure himself of. His own taste disorder.
We are not in the courtroom, Plants. We're not.
Nope, we're just in.
We're just
Currently
out.
in
We're
the
just.
chess
We're
dimension.
just. We're just verbally assaulting an old man who has recently
Chess
just
dimension.
barely gotten over poisoning.
I just imagine that Bound, Kay, in the group are all watching with popcorn.
Yeah.
So he had it too.
So, Plants, yeah, it's one, not a trial. So this guy doesn't have to answer shit. But two, he's kind of worried that he's going to be suspected for a murder. I don't think Verity would go for it, but in reality, it's
game.
possible that he wants to answer questions so that he's not a suspect. But he's not exactly doing a great job.
I will also say, Dylan, aren't a lot of real life people kind of, for lack of a better word, dumb enough to talk to the police anyway?
Yes.
So
A lot.
I feel like that's just what's happening here. Zip time. I feel like it's just he just wants to talk. He wants to clear his name, you know? Where you should never talk to the police. If you're suspected, don't talk to the police without your lawyer. Never, ever, ever,
I
ever,
mean-
ever.
It's only a hostile witness if it's your witness. And this is definitely not Edgeworth's witness.
Yeah, that's also true.
Two, you say?
That would be pretty great, Plants. There's so many people in the chat. Oh my god. Penguin, Plants,
There are
Parry.
now.
There's somebody else. Pastry.
We've collected
There's
them
so much
all.
P bottom text.
God.
Thanks, sorry.
People, yeah.
So your son has a taste disorder then, I am correct?
Oh my lord. I feel like there's somebody else.
How did I let that slip?
That sounded too Phoenix. There we go. Less Phoenix.
You've been asking me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son. But was that really the case?
I have a drinking problem, Federico. Psh.
Of course it was. What are you saying?
I'm saying that I'm not so sure that's true based on everything you've told me.
He was number one.
I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of
Oh.
questioning.
To get this far without the clue.
Yeah.
Better try to the tech.
What did I not
All
do?
right, another track.
Was the book necessary
You
for him
didn't
to
do
get
what the
better?
book necessary for him to get, because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang it.
So you needed the cookbook to cure your son's ligma?
Penguin.
Engwin.
Yeah. Nowadays, you can get the medication he needed anywhere. But back then, 18 years ago, the book was our only hope. Which is why I didn't dare waste my time on fancy tea parties. I had to give my all into my work.
Mac and cheese is so good. Come on. Come on, Mason. You gotta say yes.
Lish.
Mac and cheese
And
is good.
what
right?
about Mr. Tangaroa's work? How is what allowed to slide? Did Edgeworth say you have the right to remain silent?
No, he didn't.
Mm-mm.
I think Plants is just making a joke. Oh, they're saying that when a police officer is like reading your Miranda rights, but then they treat you like, he didn't talk, you must be guilty, right? How is that allowed to slide? That's what I think Plants is asking.
So, a couple of things.
Can I guess
Thank
the
you,
answer?
Mason. Thank you. Sure.
The police are allowed to lie to you legally.
The police are allowed to lie to you. Yes, of course. However, the right to remain silent is a real thing for sure. But
Yes, and they do have to read it
that
to you.
being said, yes, they do, or they can't use the statements against you. That being said, there might be a particular situation where the officers don't exactly know what's happened, and so the cops are actually investigating as opposed to just trying to interrogate. And in a
It's
situation
not
like that,
true,
while you
Mason.
are allowed to remain silent, it's very possible that doing so makes you look
You may still
suspicious.
be
It's just
arrested,
a
yeah.
situational thing, yeah.
Ah.
But in
Yeah.
terms of the right to remain silent,
Yes,
simply means anything you
plans.
say.
Our
So
local
yeah,
greenhorn
you can
guy over
refuse
here
to
in the corner.
cooperate with the police by saying anything at all, because you know that
Yeah.
for whatever reason they will suspect you no matter what you say based on the facts at hand. That might be your best choice because you're going to get arrested either way, right? But if you think you can clear it up very easily, like say I have the video on my phone that she obviously assaulted me, or I like pull the tapes from the supermarket, like I was obviously not the instigator, then it's probably in your best interest to help.
Yes, plans. I'm an actual attorney. That's
Yes, Dylan is an actual attorney.
Yes.
me. I
Dylan
am.
is the attorney.
It's true.
We are two aces, and Dylan is the attorney. Are the cops really the law, or are they just want us to believe that?
They just have guns, and for the rest of society, it's like, okay, I guess.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
No, they're actually law.
there's more than that. but...
Surely that tea break gave you the
It
perfect
is
opportunity
complicated.
to go steal a glance at it. A cab indeed, Mason.
And that makes you think I had the energy or time to care about what the others have made?
Yes, his sweaty.
Yes. We have learned the error of our ways.
Yeah, so ultimately, if the situation still makes it seem like you're guilty of a crime, I use the word guilt very loosely there. The people
You're
can
the
still
suspect.
arrest you for sure.
If they consider you
Yeah.
a suspect, you can be arrested,
No,
whether
they-
you talk or
no.
not.
They have to have a certain amount of evidence, probable cause. So, independent things, not just their hunch, they have to be able to actually articulate, maybe not to you, but to a judge, is enough for them to be able to arrest you. Even
That
if you
is
remain
also
silent,
a very low
that
bar,
doesn't
isn't
matter.
it?
It's a relatively low bar, to be honest.
Yeah. A watchmaker by trade. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty great.
So you're like God?
Yes.
I think you've made it abundantly clear how much interest you've had in Mr. Tangaroa's work.
Ooh, pastry puffs. That'll go on my list after listening to the Catch Me If You Can soundtrack.
That's super cool, Mason, and I actually think it is cool, but I always hated that particular word as the
Stop.
name of that profession.
They're unrelated.
I know, but it just... I'm a child.
You are a
What's
child.
more,
Yes.
if you were
very much
that
so.
determined to win the ultimate cookbook,
But it's a very cool profession, Mason. It's a very interesting one.
I seriously doubt you would have passed up on a chance to take a peek at your competitors' entries.
Mason, it's a joke about how you can just add a space at a certain point in that word and have two different words that are very sus. Yeah, exactly. It's jokes up on there.
Yeah. Incredibly.
What are we drinking? I have water. I had tea, but it's been gone.
I have water with honey in it
Oh, nice.
because my throat was dying.
And Dylan?
I have water with lemon, and then in a separate cup, tea.
I see that we all have our throat cures for the night.
I just like the taste of lemon. My throat's fine. I'm a throat goat. Ain't nothing
don't
can
need
mess
some
up this
wine?
throat.
God is talking.
None of us really drink. I think Mars drinks the most out of the three of us, and that's still not, like, barely anything.
No,
Ori and
thank
I do not drink alcohol at
Yeah.
all.
Mars has had, like, champagne a couple times. So,
I had
nah.
a friend from New Zealand who's like born and raised in New Zealand. She
I'll take a
came
box
to
of
this
Dylan
America. So she was asking me like, "Do you drink, Dylan?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Do you have like an alcoholic in your family?" I'm like, "No." she's like, "Oh, is it against your religion?" I'm like, "No." And they're just like, "Then why don't you drink?" They just like couldn't understand. They're like, their head was in their hands. Like, why
Personal
not?
preference.
They
'Cause it's
literally
icky
just
and I
didn't
like-
understand.
I don't
can
need
have
social
fun while
lubricant. I'm
sober,
too
thank
epic for that.
you.
This is what I was saying when I was like when people were trying to peer pressure me in college to like drink alcohol. It was always like very nice peer pressuring, but you know, like being assistant. I would say I ate a raw egg completely sober, so I don't need the alcohol to be wild. And they'd literally go like, "Shit, really?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, no, really." And be like, "All right, they'd stop asking me."
I'm afraid.
Pretty good
'cause
way
You're
to
afraid?
shut that down.
I feel like humans, just as a society, are able to have society because they have their inhibitions. So if those pesky little things are pried away and you just
Yeah.
let it all hang out, that's spooky. I don't want I don't want to say something stupid.
And there's nothing wrong with doing it in moderation, Maza.
I consistently think of really mean things to say to other people, but they're witty. And the witty is why I want to say it.
I'm
but I
a
hold
little
back.
afraid of
I
the
hold back.
Dylan Unchained, untethered by his own
Me
mind.
too.
That was
It'd be
Actually,
really
me
concerning,
too.
especially because as like a young child, pre-full adult form, he went through a big reform as like a person that was all mental growth. So we don't need to unleash his inner child from that era. The chains are important. As I go,
I
Who
had
are purring in
plenty.
their harngas, am I right, chap?
I had plenty of chances throughout the contest to see and sample my rivals' work, you know.
Dylan had a redemption
Willow,
arc.
that
He
is
did.
Such a mood. It just
Dylan
all
had a
feels
redemption arc.
Horrible.
I was a very different person in middle school and high school.
Yeah, I also agree, Willow. I think that it tastes disgusting. The smell of like any alcoholic beverage, no matter how like this doesn't taste like alcohol at all that they say it does, it smells like ethyl alcohol to me. Like it smells like rubbing
Or
alcohol,
they'll
and I
put, like,
can't
a
do
little
it.
Picture of fruit on it, and it's like this doesn't taste
Oh,
good.
there was definitely a time, Plants, when it was a necessity, but that was also much more watered down than the alcohol we drink now, like when they were drinking it in that amount, because otherwise everybody would be fucking dying of like alcohol poisoning. You know, like children were drinking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been pretty bad.
If you've ever
but
heard
like
of beer soup, there is a reason why that was a thing.
yeah, and fondue
Way back
and all
when.
this sort of stuff. Like it's definitely
Just
has
didn't
its
trust the water.
place, and you know if you want to do it, power to you. You know, as if you're like same with any of like weed, whatever. You know, you do it, you do you. We're not the police. We're not trying to shame anybody here. We just don't partake.
We just don't do it. That's all.
By each time I did, nothing seemed to have any flavor. Must have been my nerves or something.
Yeah, I used to get into fights a lot in middle school and high school until like 10th grade. Then I just radically changed personalities.
Plants. It's really funny. So Dylan didn't go to
Thank you.
Dylan didn't want to be an attorney originally, but everybody in his life, including me, was like, "You don't want to be a lawyer, but you'd be perfect for it." And then eventually he realized that yeah, no, everyone was right, and he did want to be a lawyer. He went through 1 year of college before realizing that nah, this wasn't for him.
I'm pretty sure it was 2, actually. 2 and a
Was it
half
2?
at least.
Two,
Okay.
really?
He just took all the general courses so
I
he
always
could
thought the
graduate on
story was
time.
one.
I always thought it was 1, but maybe
No, it was
maybe I
definitely
got
more
it
than 1.
mistaken. Maybe you were thinking about it, and thus you catered your second year so that if you did end up wanting to change, you could do it. But I don't know. But what's also funny, Plants, is that we do have an acquaintance, I guess at this point. I don't know. Do you want to call him a friend? Who is his title gemologist? Do you know? He's a jeweler. He does jeweler stuff
I
too.
don't know. No idea.
So, small world. Not watches, though. All right. I read that line.
Yeah, you did. Federico, I think drinking Fanta does make you fantastic.
That's what I've
Drinking,
heard.
specifically not American Fanta, is much better.
Nothing
European
Mr.
Fanta
Gusto
is the best.
tasted had any flavor.
He has...
That seems...
It's genetic. Yeah, he has ligma
That
too.
seems like it could be an important clue.
His son has ligma, he has ligma, and Tangaroa had ligma. Tell me
So
more about your
confirmed.
son. Oh, fuck!
No, we did that.
Oh, shit!
What's
This
the
one.
name?
This one, my bad. Okay, we go down the
more,
line.
tell me
Cold
more.
Prosecutor, deploy the Q, blah, 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 blah. I'm an afu babu, blah, blah, blah. Where is the Q? I'm in his
We
favorite
needed
desserts.
2 clues for this particular
Yep.
line of questioning.
Taste disorder.
Taste disorder.
Matt, at
Oh,
this point,
timer is
sure you
low.
do want to watch this stream.
He had it too. You would have taste disorder. I believe that you needed the cookbook. Okay, read this one. We'll start here. We'll go here.
But you've been asking me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son.
Oh, it's gonna cure him. That's the real thing.
But
He
was
needed
that
to cure his
the
own thing.
He doesn't care about his son. The bastard.
Of course it was. Are you saying?
I'm saying that I'm not so sure that's true based on everything you've told me.
Well, thanks for popping in, Matt.
Time to deploy my clue.
Good luck on your
thanks
play.
so much.
Break a leg in your play.
Good to see ya. Good luck.
No, break a leg. Break a leg. Not good luck. Break a leg.
Oh, break a leg. Sorry.
Good luck.
No, break a leg. Wow, they're trying to curse Matt over here.
I'm not. No, never. Jeez, putting words in my mouth, Ori.
You were sick yourself.
Taste disorders are difficult to live with. That's why I'm tasting disorder of fries right now.
Yummy.
Wow,
isn't easy
rub
to-
it in, why don't you?
It isn't
doesn't
easy
have
not
fries.
being able to enjoy your food. You should know. After all, you just told me you'd experienced something like that during the contest.
Who knows whose leg exactly?
You said that nothing you sampled had any flavor. Those were your words, correct? Which would seem to suggest that you were suffering from ligma.
Not COVID.
Oh no!
A confectioner without a sense of taste. Not exactly
Did A's
ideal.
attorney
Does this
predict
take
long
place
COVID?
again?
Oh, we dated
Uh,
ourselves. Oh no. 2020. Oh,
18, I think
jeez.
this took place.
Still just 2 years off.
Yeah.
Are you sure? It wasn't actually your own ligma you were seeking a cure for, Mr. Gusto.
No, Penguin Canadian Lucifer. It got violent when Dylan fucking quit street.
Oh, Ori literally went to go strangle Bill.
I was
You
there.
guys heard it.
It was strangling, thank you. Get it right. But,
I've had enough of your speculations. I managed just fine in the contest. Made all my own entries, no problem.
We know you're lying, you dumb
you
bitch.
didn't.
but where are you
Second
working with Mr. Frost?
Second option.
The music
Dude.
stopped. The music stopped. I'm
We are so clutch right now.
okay.
Wait, Federico,
This is why you're a
candies?
trained anime watcher with you. I can read subtitles so quickly.
Federico, not ligma, candies? Candies balls fit in his mouth. Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your own testimony. You already admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. It's too late to claim you did it all on your own now. I didn't even say come this time. What the hell? You would have us believe that you are a man of principle, a dedicated student of confectioner's art. Yet you abandoned those principles and conspired with Mr. Frost to rig the contest. All so you could cure your own taste disorder.
You got me, Mr. Prosecutor. As you said, my sense of taste was shot. My son's was fine. I kept it in for so long, 18 years, and nobody knew.
But it's been 18 years.
But it's been 18 years. Oh, 18 years since I have
tasted things.
Since I have tasted ice.
Oh,
Sadly.
that's good.
You can lie to others, but you can't lie to me.
And now to fix it all, I had to end his life.
Oh.
Both Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost entered the contest, hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook. For the medicine that would cure Mr. Gusto's disorder, and the money it would bring in for Mr. Frost. Thus, an uneasy alliance was forged.
Aha.
I'm only capable of mental gymnastics, Waza.
Why would
that's what being
Chastain's
an
just
attorney is
asking
all
lots of
about.
questions. Because 99 plus 99 is 180 plus 18. That's why. Who's Steve Jobs?
There you go. Now
The
you
the
know.
creator of Jobs. The man who invented Jobs.
According to Federico, it's someone who liked apples too much.
That too.
And that, I believe, is checkmate.
Oh, just in time.
Oh God.
Thank God.
I admit you're good. I never told anybody this, but you figure it all out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed acacia.
Age use ya?
That's not what he said.
Agugia? Ajusia? Ajusia.
That's what it's called. Agasia? Agusia? What is another word with
Agusia
EU?
refers to your total loss of your sense
Is that
of
how you pronounce
taste.
it? Is that how you pronounce it, Mars? Agusia?
Well, that's what I gotta find out.
I
I'm
need
trying
you.
to
I need you
find
to
one of those
read.
little-
Yeah, I need you to read your
trying
shit.
to
Do
find
your
the
job,
phonetic
Mars.
thing.
Do your job.
I'm trying. Oh my God. Jesus.
Lesbian Lex.
Okay.
What's funny is Lex is Latin for law. So
So what's
wonder what
thespian
says
Latin
means.
for? Yeah, if
Says
only Lex
being
was
Lex.
here.
Agusia.
So how is it?
Pretty sure it's Agusia.
Agusia.
I'm Googling it. I don't trust you, Mars.
Pronunciation.
That's what she's trying to do.
Agusia.
Agusia. Agusia.
Oh wait, here's a video that says it.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Agusia.
That damn commercial. I just want to know how to pronounce the thing. Skip. Blah
Agusia.
blah blah.
Agusia.
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 Yeah.
Agusia.
Agusia.
It's true. 18 years ago, I developed acacia.
Willow, we talked about this. His scarf looks like that with that flower Pokemon. What was it called again? Bellflower?
Oh, Weeping Bell.
Weeping
Victory
Bell.
Bell?
Looks like a dead Weeping Bell with his tongue sticking out.
Yeah,
I
Victory
thought it
Bell.
looked like a pastry bag with
Yeah, we also said
pastry.
that.
stuff coming out.
Blah.
Bleh. What the hell is Agusia?
It's a taste disorder that makes it so you can't taste anything at all. A confectioner's worst nightmare.
Oh, is that why you talk with marbles in your mouth?
Yeah.
Mr.
He's got
Fender,
nothing to hide anymore.
is this what Mr. Tangaroa had as well?
Yeah, it was different.
Nope. The big man had what they call disassociated taste disorder.
Because he could
Wait,
taste
he
sweet.
literally-
Totally different.
He had gay?
Yeah.
Because it's D to D?
But yes, Tangaroa could taste sweet, not salty.
Basically, to sum it up, some things he could taste just fine, while others had no flavor at all.
Oh, Fla baby.
So it's hard to kind of been easy. Now and there was a way to carry it on the market.
Which is why you needed Mr. Tangaroa's cookbook.
The marbles are taking over.
Do you admit
This
it?
man gets more marbly as you uncover more
Yeah.
of his lies.
Exactly.
If you need it, Ori, I have a box of ball bearings.
Honestly, I was thinking that for some character that could be funny.
They came with the vibrator
Oh. Why?
because they shake well. You can like put them into like a cylinder, and then when you vibrate it, it like
Oh, it
agitates it
helps.
from
It
the
helps.
inside.
Like the clicky clack in a spray can.
yeah, literally.
No, Esdrock.
So yeah, the vibrator is meant to agitate it from the inside.
Can we stop?
No. Do you admit
Darn.
now that that was the real reason you entered the contest?
It was only one of the reasons. I wasn't lying when I said I wanted the title. I put my mind to something and I won't lose anybody. I may not have been able to taste it then, but I knew myself was good enough to win.
Oh. So you went into the final thinking you stood a good chance of winning.
Dare I read chat to find out why you're whispering?
Astrox being like, no! Astrox being like, bam!
No, the
my
part that
God.
got me was the ones like my chest.
Of course.
An oldie but a goodie, Federico.
Yeah.
An oldie but a goodie.
My mind's still clean. We're slowly working to undermine that.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Mason, the sniper. What was it that Fender said about what Mr. Tangaroa thought of Mr. Gusto's creations?
Oh, fuck! I forgot I'm this guy too, but he's sad. He's depressed, Tangaroa.
He's got the white hair. You know he's sad boy.
It's black and white, so
Yes, but his hair
can't
was
tell.
black normally, so
His
you
hair
totally
was
fucking
black,
can
so,
tell, bitch.
it
What the
would be
fuck?
black and white.
Mr. Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both accounts.
we were told that you fucking sucked.
All the anger goes into the
You're not
sugar.
gonna go
All the
on?
anger goes
You're not
into
gonna
the
go
sugar.
on? That's it?
That's it. That's what we were told. What happened, Mr. Gusto? What went wrong that day?
I killed him. Fine. You want me to talk? You're not gonna like what I have to say.
All right, here we go.
We're working together right up through the semi-final. I handled the flavor. He handled the designing. But I wanted to face Tango in the
Mr.
final on
Gusto, I'm
my
going to stop you
own.
right there. Mr. Gusto, I can tell that you lost your sense of taste and that you forgot even what English words are supposed to taste like in your mouth. But you want to try just a little fucking harder. Just a tiny bit. You want to use those fucking confectionaire basters to make yourself a fucking tongue and enunciate?
Come see me in my office hours. I'll give you a diagnosis for your speech impediment.
Fine, fine.
But I wanted to face Tango in the final on my own. No help, just me and my skills. So I helped Frost with his entry, but mine I did alone. If it didn't taste good in the final, that's on me. What can I say? I lack training. And that's all there is to it. Happy now?
True pastry.
No, not nearly.
Yeah. There don't seem to be any obvious contradictions in his testimony.
But the slow version pastry puff just as hard to understand.
Yep. Not that I thought it'd be easy to get anything real out of him. He's tricky like that. He's managed to not let slip what really happened for 18 years after all.
What's his
This
first
ain't
name
your
again?
average kind of testimony.
He's something of a mind goblin.
Exactly. And why don't you try pushing that goblin a bit, Miles Areno? See if he can't shake something loose.
Give the goblin a little shove. Just poke it. Poke the goblin in there.
That's what I'm
Goblin
talking about.
.png.
Shove the goblin.
I think I just might have to, Fender.
Oh god.
I love how
Fuck.
Fender's gone from like my most dreaded voice to I'm vibing with this.
Yeah, oh yeah. You got it. You got it. You got him. You know, it worked out.
I was so
Okay,
scared of
I'm just
voicing
gonna
him in
press
the
them all.
beginning.
I don't really, since, you know, they're just like, we don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck.
Why
You've
don't
gone
you try
goblin mode,
modding?
Mazarino.
Goblin
Frost
moding.
wasn't- Did you really just say goblin modding, Mars?
My brain put an extra D in there. I already fessed up to it.
Goblin
so-
modeling.
So you are Aloe Mars, your brain putting the D in there.
Oh my god.
My brain always puts the D in there. I write fan fiction.
This is bad
Mm.
words.
I don't
Frost-
know where we got this idea. I never put D's in things.
Stop. Just stop. For me.
You can't.
Oh my
Goblin
god,
mode's
that
been
poor me
on.
was so sad. Oh my god, I'm gonna choke on my tea.
It would plants. I think it. Well, probably it would have to depend on how much they could actually smell, since they're very, very, very related. And I wouldn't be surprised if having no taste dulled his sense of smell. But
I
possibly.
think a person who doesn't have the ability to taste could do a really good job. They just have to have someone who can taste be the taste
Yeah.
tester.
And that's very easy then too.
Yeah, really easy. It's like, oh boy, this sounds like it would work. Grandkids!
Yeah.
Or just go to a park, I guess.
My
Not for-
my
not for
my
kids, but-
child, the child
you
that
go.
I have. Me.
True. Frost was in charge of designing the work you both submitted, while you handled the taste.
Yeah, he was a sculptor, a craftsman, and his sense of design was second to none. But he was clueless about confectionery, which is where I came in. We each did what the other couldn't.
Apparently you were also clueless.
Boy, did you not have an eye for aesthetics.
Oof.
Not even for the simple stuff. Ooh.
Yeah, salt in the wound, huh?
Oh, we're finally getting one.
Cha. Ah, how do you like me now?
Huh. The national symbol of Shangfa.
A phoenix? Phoenix?
Phoenix.
Phoenix?
It's awesome.
That's a
Phoenix?
phoenix,
Do you
right?
like phoenixes, Mr. Edgeworth? I'll say. Pretty different to the stuff you were pumping out 18 years ago. You upped your game.
Phoenix?
Behold the roots of my training. I've dedicated my whole life to the craft. But back then, we both needed each other's help. So when we joined hands until the final.
That sounds pretty gay.
Yeah, it is very gay. So he couldn't do that good of shit before plants. He was worse before.
Yeah, when we were playing in flashback mode, he had bad designs.
Yeah.
You were serious about winning the title then? Yeah, back in the day, Gusto had the designs of
Like a
from
child.
Dungeon Meshi, the little homunculus birds.
Yes, her familiars, Marcel's
Yeah.
familiars. Yes.
That's what Gusto made last time.
That is what he made last time.
He really did. Future Ori, you gotta put a clip of that in here.
I
so
will,
people
I
know
will.
what we're talking about.
I will.
Oh wow, when Mars has to do something to Future Ori, it's like, yes, ma'am. But when I say it, you're like, if I get around to it, which I won't.
No. It's because Mars goes, show that visual thing so that the joke just lands better or people understand. And Dylan goes, no, I regret, cut it out, I regret my decisions.
That's never happened, and it never will happen.
It literally has. And one time I
No,
did cut it out for you.
That's true.
Technically, a few
But it's
times that
so
joke was cut
redacted.
out.
Need not know.
It's been so redacted that we don't even have to talk about it.
Okay. Did you read this line then?
I
So,
fucking
like,
did,
the
yeah.
whole idea was that it was being tasted as well, so it had to look pretty and taste good.
Oh yeah, we were eating it.
Because Tangaroa was tasting them. So you had to have both.
Yeah, so this was a
Had to be a
confectionery
master of two horses.
contest, and so you had to be yummy and cool. There was like a cake show that did
oh my
that.
god, there's some baking
true, Federico.
championship.
I don't know. There's
cook-off,
one specifically for
all
cake
of
back in
them.
the day. I don't remember. But then they like
I
fell.
just
I
remember
was all
British
upset.
baking championship. That's it.
Of course, the art of confectionery is my life. Why wouldn't I have wanted to be crowned the greatest? But I still had a lot to learn back then. Guess his nose or eyes, my work wasn't up to scratch.
But the title wasn't the only thing you wanted. There was the cookbook too.
There was the cookbook too.
If you do the cooking by the book, I don't know the rest of that song.
And you wanted the book even more than you wanted the title. Isn't that right, Mr. Gusto?
Plant, so back in the day, he was always good at making yummy stuff. Oh, this is the character I'm good at voicing.
Oh, Hot Judge!
Mijazworth, you are badgering the witness who is still suffering the effects of today's attack. I cannot allow this harassment to continue.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor. But...
Ignore him, Major Gusto. You need not answer that vile prosecutor's question. But please, do continue your own testimony in your own time.
All right. Why did you
On
still help
to
him
the
then?
next one.
So you're saying Mr. Frost didn't help you at all? I think so, Federico.
Yes, he does.
But he'd help you up until then, correct? It's a bit strange for him to stop so late in the contest, no?
And it's of one of his old worst designs, Federico.
Strange or not, it's the truth. Could it be he had his reasons too? I wouldn't know.
If he's lying, it's gonna be an headache to prove. 18 years is a long time. I mean, not unless that little gizmo of yours has a built-in lie detector, Kay? Any chance,
Thief don't know.
chance? If it did, I'd have stolen the show from Mr. Edgeworth long before now.
Look at
I
him.
would have destroyed Thief Chan if he was a real threat. Don't worry, Fender. I can tell when he's lying. No doohickeys assistance
Don't you
required.
threaten my little thief!
There's no threat to me.
He's so confident, though. Look at him go. Bitch, I'm
Please,
better than any
Mr.
lie
Gusto.
detector.
Continue your testimony.
Don't know Walt. All right. Press.
I think he lacked the training. He was in Shangfa.
Yeah, the creations prior to it did not lack flavor, so that's the question. Why?
And yet, I heard that your creations prior to the final were scored highly for their flavor. So what went wrong? Was there some kind of cooking accident on that day?
No, nothing like that. It was, I told you, I had a taste disorder. My sense of taste failed me. It's simple as that.
But Mr. Frost's entry was complimented on its flavor. Your sense of taste hadn't failed you then.
His son couldn't help? Something with his son couldn't help. His son is the taster. We talked about that briefly. That his son was always here, wanted to be the first to taste my creations. His son could help taste all the other stuff, but for whatever reason, the son couldn't be here. Yeah, did something happen overnight, right? The son could be there the day before, but not the day of.
Did something happen overnight? Ori taking my line.
He's gonna
Sorry.
spill any more beans, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is this Samurai eating beans? We're in a movie theater? Then perhaps I should ask him about something else.
All right, then
Okay.
he's not gonna spill the sugar cubes. I'm not good at these
Ask
analogies.
about-
I'm a thief.
The semi-final? Yeah.
To ask about Mr. Frost.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
Did something change between the semifinal and the final, Mr. Gusto?
Not really.
Okay, cool.
The only difference between the semifinal and the final was that Frost
Hey,
wasn't
dichotomy.
helping me.
I will
Should
press
we
that.
back up and do that other line of questioning?
No, I wanted to press this. Because I want to try and
Hit
get
me
that
with
the
it.
sun wasn't there. Good night,
Hit me with
dichotomy.
the dichotomy. No, he's
Good
got
night,
something funny for us.
Dichotomy.
Where would
Where would
coin mimics
mimics
sleep?
Didn't we have coin mimics in our first campaign?
Living quarters. Nice. Nice.
Very nice dichotomy.
There you go.
Nice.
Because it's evidence that we have plants. We're
A
trying
good
to...
joke for a change, dichotomy.
Wow.
Well,
Woof.
just change because, it's a pun. It's really, Ori? Really?
Maybe. I had midnight brain at 8:30, okay? I gotta
It's
pass.
already 2
You're-
hours later. You can imagine how it is now.
Only an hour and a
You
half.
really completed your final entry without Mr. Frost's help.
I may not have had his designs to lean on, but I knew I was still solid when it came to flavor. So the visuals were the only thing that changed between the semifinal and the final.
You sure, Gusty, old pal? I'm gonna have to call you out on that one, I'm afraid. It wasn't just its looks that got a big thumbs down come judgment time. It got trashed on flavor, too. Doesn't sound like much of a winner to me.
Oh no, you
Back in
said
your corner, Eustace!
I'm the winner anyway.
You just turned him up on the gay meter by like 10.
The motions I make for you is I'm like rotating around in my chair, leaning back. I'm like, I like lean forward, hands back. You called. Every
Despite
time.
his confidence, Mr. Gusto failed on flavor 2.
Federico, I'm sorry to disappoint. This is not the Mars show. Last stream might have been, because Bound would not stop talking, but this has not been the Mars show. Not even close.
Needs
No,
to be
this
the
has
Dylan
been
show,
pretty
I'm sorry.
Dylan. This has been pretty Dylan. We had Edgeworth, Gregory, and Von
Been
Karma.
pretty on brand.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I signed up for. The lack of Mr. Frost's assistance shouldn't have affected that. So, was there some other difference? It is, Penguin, it is.
How is this the Ori show?
Gusto, Verity.
Eustace isn't here, so he doesn't count.
That's literally
Tangaroa
it.
had one line. Like, come on.
We haven't even had forensics in here.
Yeah.
An 18-year-old mystery. And the key to unraveling it finally in my grasp. I just need to remember everything Fender told me about what he and my father discovered.
Okay. So we want to ask him about the other thing?
Yeah, I want to go back to that second to last line and press the other line of questioning. There you go.
Yes. Press. I'm gonna skip. Skip.
Skip.
Simple as that. Blah, blah. Overnight. Okay, so ask about Mr. Frost.
You knew Mr. Frost from before the contest, correct?
Yeah, he's so good at winning, he doesn't even have to lift a finger or his voice.
You remember, I see. My son and Frost used to go to elementary school together.
Press.
Oh, the last statement is different now.
Yeah, that's what usually that does. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to decide which one we like, and then
Which one to pursue.
which to put our contradiction on.
Yeah.
It was no coinkydink that both you and him entered the contest, correct?
Yeah, I heard about it first. Then I told Frost. I knew he'd be interested, and he was always short of cash for his sculptures.
That's right. Mr. Frost was always supposedly in financial trouble, wasn't he? They iced his bank account.
Oof.
Oof. The cookbook is really worth that much, huh? I see that glint in your eye, kiddo. But don't get your great thieving hopes up. It was worth a lot back then. But these days, you can find most of the stuff in there on any drugstore shelf. Oh, bummer.
So literally every last contestant only had eyes for that cookbook. I see.
Patrick won by doing nothing.
True.
Patrick Star won by doing nothing.
Unfortunately, Estrock, Luigi did something that he's being prosecuted for.
He did do a
He
thing.
didn't get to do nothing.
Yeah.
I wish he won by doing nothing, my god. An 18-year-old mystery.
This is the same thing, I think. Yep. Flip, blip.
Okay. What happens if we go back to that second line and
And stay the course?
stay the course? Yeah.
We'll
I just want to
testy.
see all the possibilities.
Flare blur, flare blur blur, flare blur blur. Well, his pet rock eventually somehow did something. We just don't know.
That's so silly. He wasn't doing nothing, S-Truck. He was specifically having lunch with me in a different state.
Oh, no, this is not the right option.
No, I'll just stick with what I have for now.
This means I don't get that last thing, is basically, like, it doesn't change.
Okay.
So I don't think
Gotcha,
I'm,
gotcha.
I
I
don't
just
have a
want to be thorough.
contradiction for the
I don't
sun going
think
together.
that
I think it's
matters.
the other one. Ah, shit.
So now we gotta reset it.
Yep. Fleur blur.
This way, we got 100%
The
on all
suns
the
aren't
flavor
dead.
text.
Ori!
What?
Court Necromancer. Didn't we just have a short about that?
No, it hasn't come out yet. I have to do that.
Oh.
I was telling you about future
Spoiler
shit.
alert.
Yeah, I know, right? Spoiler alert.
I just dated
But
this
they're just called
episode.
they're just called spirit mediums plant, and in the non investigations game we have 2 of them at all times. Usually.
Unless they're like 6 years old, in which case they're spirit smalls.
Yes, we talked about this. Ixion is your
Frost
father.
wasn't helping me.
Ixion, why
Frost
did you
was
tell me?
Was he the taste tester?
Ooh,
prove that,
maybe. I don't know what to present to that
What would we
though.
have that would prove that?
No, this. Gusto and their sons. Gusto's son visited father daily up through
Yeah,
the
present that here.
semi-final.
Right here.
Aha,
That's the
okay.
difference.
All right,
Present it
there we
right
go.
here.
Lego,
Nice.
Lego.
I can think of one significant difference between the semifinal and the final, Mr. Gusto.
I knew it was the sun. I knew it was the sun all along.
Your son. This is him in the photograph,
I
correct?
swayed you for a moment, though.
You told me he was here with you up through the semifinal.
He was. What of it?
What indeed? He was here with you until the semifinal, until he suddenly wasn't for the final.
Look at this lovely face.
It's so good. It's,
It's
so,
so
smart.
good.
And just
so
as
pretty.
suddenly, your work went from being lauded for its flavor to being lambasted for it.
Such a pretty man.
I don't think that's a coinkydink, do you?
Turbo Granny.
He wasn't just spending quality time with his father. He was playing a much more pivotal role than that.
Yeah.
He popped
I
it.
just wanted him to see me hard at work to show him what I was trying my best for us. Nothing more. Who knows? Maybe it was him being there that helped me do so well in those early rounds.
Yeah, it was, bitch.
Yeah, it did. He was tasting
But it
all your
wasn't just
food.
moral support.
He talks a good game, but nothing about this guy screams super dad to me. It's not like my father. My father was awesome.
Indeed. Thankfully, we would only have to give such an idea credence if his story were true. After all, how much could the encouragement of one small boy affect the taste of a grown man's work? Mr. Gusto prided himself on the flavor of his creations, but then lost a sense of taste. As you can tell by his wardrobe. He must have had a tough time maintaining his high standards after such a devastating loss.
It's just
Unless-
the chef look.
I'm sure your son was here to cheer you on, but that wasn't all he was here to do, was it?
You're a very suspicious man, Mr. Prosecutor. But why not try answering yourself for a change?
Is that the reason?
What?
Yes.
was an elementary school kid doing here other than to support his mother?
Yep, to taste your creation. Help steal other people's creations.
Your son knew the taste of your work pretty well, I imagine, Mr. Guster.
I want candy now, too.
I too.
I will say, what is this? Why is he wearing a tunic?
His shirt is heinously bad.
Why not?
Yeah, it is really bad.
He was my biggest fan. Of course he knew it.
In which case, he would have been a good judge of whether something tasted on brand, so to speak. No?
Mars, I know you know what media is. I'm specifically not saying what it's from.
I'm taking a sip right now.
Ooh, a sip as well. But yeah, Mars, I know you know what this is from, but don't answer. I'm keeping a secret purposefully. I don't want to spoil. But in a piece of media, there was somebody who talked about like, oh, I lost like my senses, my sense of taste, but it was specifically in the end you find out it's not his sense of taste like tasting food, it was his sense of taste in like fashion, you know, and like his sense of direction and shit, and it was like really, really funny sense of self, like those kinds of senses, which was a beautiful like circumvention. It was great.
Oh, epic.
Yeah, it's so good. Are you back, Dylan? He's not back yet.
Not yet.
Wait, is our character? You mean this guy in red here? Because Liberty Kids has a vibe. Nah, it's because his adopted, because he is the ward of a vampire. That's why.
He really is.
That's why. That's the short answer of it, is he's the ward of a vampire. I'd be curious, pastry. But yeah, I don't want to spoil it because when people consume that media and then learn it, it's better that way.
Yummy media.
Most definitely.
Yeah, how was your sippy? Your sippy good?
Media can be very yummy.
Consume your art. I ate it. No crumbs.
Nom.
Did you read this one, Dylan, or am I balling?
Hey, Mars, did I read this one?
So the answer is no.
I was reading Shaft.
So the answer is no, you didn't read it again.
Mars?
I'm sorry, Dylan, I don't know.
You can't just say you don't know. You gotta
I would
guess.
say read it again.
I already
just
read
in
it.
case.
No, fine.
I do not think you did, but
I know for a fucking fact I did.
What are you implying?
You've already told us that you were suffering from ligma. That's why he's always gonna ball.
I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody about this, but you figured it all out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed ecdysia. Bleh.
No one knew about your condition. Indeed, I doubt Mr. Frost would have wanted to continue collaborating with you had he found out. After all, it was your job to make sure his creations tasted good. Therefore, your son wasn't just here to support you. He was helping you by taste testing your work. Or he had a hairball in real life.
now it all
I
makes
mute myself
sense.
for a
The
reason.
real life hairball messing up the voice acting. It's all coming together.
This voice
But
is like
back to the main case at hand. Frost stuff tasted good because it was really finished the day before when the kid was still here. Oh, mystery, and I missed that finally. Eh?
Only one.
Hmm.
Only one Dylan needed. But you also need an Ori.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
As a team, they're pretty efficient.
You don't need an Ori.
You need an Ori to order the right light bulb.
Yeah, that you do need. So
There you
two.
go.
So one Dylan and
But
one
you only
Ori.
need one Dylan to change the light bulb.
Yeah. Once the light bulb is acquired. You have a vivid imagination, Mr. Prosecutor. But do you seriously think I'd trust a kid to tell me how to adjust the taste of my masterpieces? I have some pride, you know, even back then. That's why it was Frost. Frost was the taste tester.
Did you now?
That's drunk. My designs may not have been much to write home about back then, but I always knew my work tasted better than everyone else's.
So if they weren't much to rye home about before, are they enough to pumpernickel home about now?
You think I'd risk everything by putting my reputation on the hands of a child? This is just more speculation. That's all it is.
It's Mars speculation. What did I do?
You're the one thinking all the time. Stop.
Nerd.
In that case, I'd ask to speak with your son this instant. Let's see how much of your story he can corroborate.
Sadly for you, my son is no longer my concern.
That's harsh.
He did say was his greatest fan, or whatever.
He did.
That's not what they meant, Federico. What?
Welcome to the ship plant.
Yep.
As soon as I get my sense of taste back, I went straight to Zangfa to start my training. And cut off all ties with the kid for good. Why?
What?
You abandoned your own child?
I'm a good dad. I would do anything for my son. Psych!
Lies. And that ain't the half of it. No one knows where he is, even now.
Who's a guy that we met that we can just reveal to be the son from 18 years ago? No one's old enough. No one's the right age.
The cops have
Larry
looked all over for him, but no dice.
That's a very short list, Canadian Lucifer. Only two.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Gregory also abandoned his kid.
He did not abandon him.
Not willingly.
He was taken, and that's what makes Von Karma the bad dad in that list. So, still think you can... Yes?
I'm trying to think who else we've
Oh,
seen in
yeah,
the
Russell
series that can
Berry.
match this.
Russell Berry's a bad dad. He tried,
Ooh, yeah, Russell
but
Berry.
Russell Berry's in a different vein than like Von Karma. Von Karma's just a bad guy. This guy also
Russell
right now is just a
Berry's
bad guy.
negligent.
Russell Berry, I would not say negligent. I would say Russell Berry made the wrong choice. He was trying to keep her, you know, from the outside world, right? That was a bad decision. I think he had good intentions of protecting his daughter and loving her, but like he did it bad, you know? He did it bad. What other dads
He's
are there?
not bad at
Child
all,
to
Mason. He's
realize
actually-
his negligence.
Unless you mean he's not a baddie.
We never really knew Kay's father, but I think from what we do know, he was a pretty good dude.
He's a pretty stand-up guy from what I remember.
I'm trying to think about
Actually,
any
he
other
was
dads.
Pretty horizontal guy, for what I remember.
I would say that Lauren
Not
Pops,
for the whole
Lauren
time.
Pops' dad was in a bad situation, but his goal was to be there for his daughter.
Ooh, what about
Mr.
Viola's,
Romano.
mafia boss dad?
That was her
I don't remember
grandfather,
his
doesn't
name.
count.
Oh, that was grandfather?
That was
Shit.
grandfather, and we don't know if or if not he was her main, Federico.
Caretaker.
Yeah, or not.
Hey, yo.
But, Mr. Amano was a bad dad.
Wait, Ori, there's no chat avatar as an emote?
They're not innately, but you might be able to do flare like that. And it should pop up if you have the better Twitch TV thing. I only get 6 slots, Dylan.
All right.
Oh, no, it's chat bonk. That's what you want. Chat bonk. Like that, I think. No, there's no underscore. Just capital chat, capital bonk.
You could do it, Dylan.
So you still think you can pull your asinine there, eh? I'd like to see you try.
Who have we seen so far in this game that could fit the description of this guy's son?
The emojis were just there. Doing your honor. The emojis were just there.
You think I care about anything besides confectionery? Think again. I got my sense of taste back. What
Theory here.
need do I have for a son?
What?
A crackpot theory here.
What is
Oh my
it?
God.
What if it's Simon? Does he fit the age description? Could he?
You mean
how old was
Simeon?
he? Simeon. I said
Yeah.
yes, Simeon.
Simeon. I have no idea how old he was.
'Cause he just kind of appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Let's
so
talk
did this
about
guy.
it.
He was, but he's like the only new guy we've seen.
His son is Max.
Max Galactica?
Galactica?
He was only 21. That child in that photo is way older than 2, 3. 3. Can't be Max.
Silence in the courtroom. While Major Gusto's words and actions may demonstrate a certain lack of humanity on his part, the goddess of justice cannot judge him for that. Child
But I
abandonment
can, and you're
is
a
not a law.
bastard.
Therefore, Major Ashworth, I believe it is time for you to admit defeat. Suck it! Yeah, give up! 18 years is a long time for anything to serve as now. Prove or otherwise.
I'm trying to think who looks like his son. Black hair.
Silk robes, white
No.
hat. Wait, white roses.
Blue eyes, 6'5".
We got him, boys. Mr. Edgeworth, we have to do something. If we don't, the truth might be lost forever, and your father's ghost will never rest.
Yes, Estrock. They actually are totally cool with murder just because they themselves don't have to deal with it in the courtroom. That's definitely how that works. Where are you, Detective Gumshoe?
Wait, is he gonna show up with
Yeah,
it?
seriously, where is
It's
he?
Detective
Where on
Gumshoe,
earth? No way.
No.
Black hair?
No.
We know nothing
What?
about Detective Gumshoe's parentage.
That is true. We know nothing.
How old is Gumshoe? 32. What's 32 minus
32.
18?
And still, I think too old.
Too
maybe.
old? What's 32
Hang on.
minus 8? What's 32 minus 18?
I'm working on it.
14?
14?
Might be too
Yeah.
old.
14. It's 14.
Yeah, that might be too. I don't think those children look 14.
No.
Darn. Brown eyes, black hair.
Nice, black hair.
I'm just saying.
Frost kid looks nothing like him.
It's not Larry. It's
How would that be
not
for a
Fender.
backstory?
I will say though.
Can't be Eustace, he's only 17.
Yeah, and
Alright,
it
let's keep
can't.
going.
Damn. God, gumshoe would have been a thing. Here's your gumshoe.
No one from this case. Sad.
Yeah, imagine whose blood it could possibly be, but
That's true, Plant. That's true.
I'll get it tested right away, so...
There's just not a lot of men in this one at all.
Hair can be dyed, plants. That's true. Hair can be
Please do,
dyed.
detective.
Okay, we'll take one more look. Larry?
No. Hold on.
Larry's literally the only other option. Larry has brown eyes. Let me look at them eyes again.
He would have been 8. He would have been 8.
That's roughly the time.
There's no
They're different
fucking
color
way that's
eyes. They're different
Larry.
color eyes. They're different color eyes. It's different color
You
eyes.
just keep going.
And we also know that Larry had Larry's hair from the past because of the flashbacks, so it's not Larry.
Also, that is super cute that his son is eating the little creation he made.
Yeah.
Nice
is.
addition.
That's the last piece of the puzzle. I'm sure of it.
I'm glad you liked it, Astrog. We're over here crackpot theorying who could be the son, and you're just like, Chim Kim! Chim Kim!
Chimkin.
Chim Kim!
Chimkin. Not Chim Kim. Chimkin.
Chimkin!
Jimkin.
Chimkin!
Thank you. Once we know whose blood it is... Mind Palace?
Hey, you, Miles, sorry to cut in on your mind palace time. I know it's important to you and all, but, I was pondering something myself. Our friend Gusto didn't come here just to check up on the body, did he?
It's your son.
Question is gonna plague my mind.
You mean because he tried to open the case?
Who's your son?
Exactamundo. Think we have anything that might explain why he tried to do that?
No, Plant, I do think those kids could be 8, but we know what Larry looked like as a child, and it wasn't that, so...
Yeah, we have flashbacks in the first Ace Attorney game that show us what he looked like.
Yeah.
Though he does come off as a man who's consumed far too much sugar in his life.
This is also true.
We might. If Detective Gumshoe can make it back in time with a certain piece of evidence.
That's quite enough. Idle chatter. Defense. Now, if you...
Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
He's here!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
The real boy! The man!
Speak of the devil.
Here
Devilish
he
good looks, you
comes.
mean?
Yay! There he is!
I take it you have the test results, Detective? Nope, I was just a little lonely, so I came back. Nah, just kidding. Yes, sir. Just got the lab results back to me. They came real quick.
Detective, please. This is a court in session. Now then, am I right to assume that you are bringing us evidence Major Azworth was just speaking of? Why? Hey, no fair! Why didn't anybody tell me about any of this? You're supposed to tell me,
Hey.
detective! Me! Bring me the evidence!
It is indeed the evidence in question, Your Honor. It needed testing, so I asked him to carry it out.
Larry is artsy fartsy.
He very much is.
Why is everyone always helping you? I'm supposed to be the one in charge here. I'm number one.
Not anymore.
Mr. Winner.
It's in the nasty.
I'm sorry I didn't involve you, but this was important.
The
Can we at least hear what the
gets the
detective has to say?
cheese. Well, all right. But tell me first.
So, Detective Gumshoe, what did the tests have to tell us?
Tell me.
You're not gonna believe this, but this is actually not butter. Like, it tastes like butter and it spreads like butter, but really it's not.
Blunder.
Oh my god, bludder.
The owner of the blood we found in the liquor at the bottom of the Gemini
liquor?
case is
Oh.
Carmelo Gusto, the victim of the poison gas attack.
I thought we were gonna get the sun here. Oh god, I don't.
What are you talking about?
Thank you, Detective. You've been very helpful.
Isn't he always?
Well, it looks like my suspicions were correct.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oui, what do you mean? Explain yourself. What is the significance of this blood to this case?
It's only the very thing the perpetrator of the Ice 7 incident has been trying to hide all these years.
God, the Phoenix is in there.
The fact that your blood was found inside the Gemini case, Mr. Gusto, is as good as us finding your blood lying right next to Mr. Frost's body.
It's Jack and Federico. I just imagine Federico holding the hand up. Give me 5. And then Jack's like, like what? Oh!
Wait, Federico saying give me 5 literally made me think he's like, drop it, give me 5.
No.
Overruled. Why would that be?
God, no. I can't do it one right after the...
It's tricky.
The refractory period.
Overruled. Why would there be traces of your blood there if, of all places, Monsieur Cousteau?
If you won't answer her honor, Mr. Gusto, then I will. Gooning is not an answer, Mr. Gusto.
You know, he just ohms louder and louder.
He's Master Beasting in the corner,
You
we
can't
understand.
your way out of this one.
There wasn't just blood in the liquid from the Gemini case. There were traces of salt and sugar, too.
There were?
And if you remember, one particular part of Mr. Frost's work was allegedly very salty indeed.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about what Delicia told us back then, right? Ah, what was it again?
Did they ever? I've never tried ice so scrumptious in all my life.
Really? Oh man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. It was unbearable.
Ah!
Yeah, biting into a hunk of salt. Blech.
The salty bit?
It's in the other photo you've got there. This bit, the harpy thing. Yeah, right there.
Gemini's liar.
Yeah, oh yeah, lying about how sweet it was.
Yes, the liar. And only the liar. And no, Mr. Gusto, I'm not talking about you. The instrument. Tasted as if it had been flavored with salt. There were no traces of salt anywhere else in Mr. Frost's entry.
We know Delicia licked the whole thing.
Yep.
Very interesting. Then perhaps you can tell us, Major Ezworth, where did the salt and the liar come from?
The blood? Do I have the blood? The blood? The
We
blood?
got a salt lamp.
It's the blood! Your blood is salty! Yeah, when he hit him over the head, it splattered blood on it. This. Any votes?
Just do it, do it.
He ate blood.
Woo!
Ew.
This is the lamp from the I-7 incident?
Indeed. And I believe that the salt that gave the liar its flavor came from just such a lamp. Yeah, Mason, that's when they got inflicted with ligma.
No.
That's where all the salt's coming from.
No.
Mr. Von Karma had established that both salt lamps were in Mr. Tangaroa's room at the time of the crime.
At the time of the crime.
One of them was used to kill Mr. Frost. And it was stained with his blood. But no corresponding pool of blood was found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Ah, right. Because the culprit had chucked a piece of the chocolate with that on it into the little stream.
Hmm.
Furthermore, aside from the liar, no traces of salt were found anywhere else in Mr. Frost's room either. Could you imagine if your memory was
come to
only
think
jogged
of it.
by sex? Hey, come to think of it.
The lamps we found in Delicia's room were both broken.
The lamp appears to be broken.
The lamps. Plural.
The lamp
Bombs
eye
are
appears to be broken.
smashed. Both of them. Just wield these salt lamps like nunchucks.
Good night,
What
Mason.
Good
happened
night,
here?
Mason.
Night, Mason.
Whenever you say night, Mason, I keep thinking of the existence of day, Mason.
We don't stream in the morning, so he can't say good day, Mason.
Well, we do stream, I believe, in Penguins morning.
Yeah, so there you go. Move to Australia, Mason. We'll stream in the morning.
There you go. So we do technically a morning stream.
In some places, yes.
Honestly, with the fact that
maybe
the
they
Dylan
fell
show
and broke
died,
on the floor.
with the fact that the Dylan show is kill, I'm always mourning every stream.
Ah, you hoo ha he.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, exactly, Struck. Good day, Mason. I never said I had an Aussie accent. This is what I did. It was bad.
You look,
You
Danny.
need to watch more Bluey. Yikes.
Good eye, Mason.
Don't act like you could do better, Mars.
I'm not. I know I
Good eye,
can.
Mason. Come on. Not so
We
hard.
never did figure out how the one that wasn't used to kill Frost got busted, but... Are we thinking
What I'm
maybe
thinking?
it had Gusto's blood on it at some point?
Yep. That was too Phoenix. It's still Phoenix.
Phoenix, but dying.
That's what Carmela Gusto's voice is.
Man sex noise, no. Man sex noise, no. Man sex noise, no. Zombie noise, there it is.
We just need to go from
Oh.
sad man to depressed man.
And we'll get that next game. I think it's still Destiny's
Anyone whose
2
blood
games.
was found on one of the lamps would have been a person of interest to the police. So the killer needed to hide the blood somehow, and in a way that wouldn't arouse suspicion.
Thank you. Nope. I thought I had it. I did.
And
So
you
close.
are seriously suggesting that the liar was used to do just that?
I am.
Or bonk.
I
Even I'm not
suspect
sure what Ori did.
that the bloody salt was somehow applied to the lyre, so that it could be hidden inside the case. Because unlike the fountain water, the sculptures would have needed more time and care to test properly.
Penguin, both the amount of aces and men doing the voice.
And so he waited and waited and waited for his chance to dispose of the lyre undetected.
Then the reason he's here today is...
18 years ago, Mr. Frost's body and the evidence pointing to his killer were taken away together. This, of course, was not part of the perpetrator's plan, and thus a new dilemma arose. The possibility that the body, the incriminating evidence, or both, would resurface one day.
So back he comes 18 years later, sneaking in bright and early to try and cover his tracks. Sneaky, sneaky.
Imagine coming bright and early. What are you doing?
I was going to make that joke, but no.
Looks like it's a first come, first served basis, Mars. Stop making Ligma noises, Ori.
Then shut up and read your line.
Mr. Gusto, are you finally ready to admit it?
Never.
That you are the one responsible for the Ice 7 incident?
Joe, it's all because of you that Samson.
Whew.
Gusto.
So I finally got caught. All these years later, nobody came close back then. Not even the big shot prosecutor.
He didn't fucking care, bitch. Oh, the attorney. He tried, but the big shot prosecutor was a bitch.
That's impressive work, Mr. Prosecutor. I have to hand it to you.
You admitted then that you murdered Artie Frost.
That's wild.
That you
So-
iced Mr. Frost.
Ooh. So what
Ooh.
Gusto said, he's like, neither Von Karma nor Gregory could solve it, but the combined efforts of the two could.
That's very immensely satisfying.
Sure, I do. I did it. I killed him. Yeah, but he only had himself to blame.
What do you mean by that?
Father, guardian, and son.
He agreed to help me. We are supposed to help each other, so one of us go in. And whoever won was supposed to let the other use the cookbook. But on the day of the final, the rat finally showed his true colors.
Oh, who's gonna be Frost?
Seriously, Frost, we had a deal.
He's French.
Shit.
He's French.
He's French?
He's French. He's
Ew.
Paul
He's
Harlick.
French.
You want me to do him?
Mars, can you do a French accent?
Oh God. It's
You
gonna
want
be
me to
Fender
do
all
him?
over again.
He's
Fender?
only here for 2
Mars.
seconds.
I'm not helping you in the final. A little agreement is over, Gusto.
But I helped you. I spent all day yesterday making the ice for your pieces.
You can prove that, I suppose.
What do you... Wait! You were planning to betray me right from the start, weren't you?
Truth is, kid, the game was rigged from the start.
Seems so.
Oh, I thought
Bang.
Artie Frost was the pseudonym. I thought Paul Harlick was his actual name. But either
Well,
way.
we got French anyway.
After Ross double-crossed me, I had to make my piece for the final by myself. And like you said, my son wasn't there, so I didn't have any help with the flavor either.
So much for the pride you claim to have had in your ability to make delicious desserts. Bride is a pastry maker in distress.
Hiding away where he can't have his taste tester. Go ahead and judge.
That was better.
You have no idea what it was like for someone like me to lose my sense of taste.
Hiding a kill, but now you confess.
In the end, it's all the same when the body's back in the water.
Ooh.
I gave up everything to become the best. Everything. I take pride in that. Something someone like you could never understand.
You're right. I don't understand. Do you take pride in the fact that you resorted to murder? Or that you abandoned your son? Why would I want to understand someone who could do such things?
A man can afford to rely on our people. I learned that the hard way 18 years ago. My son never showed up on the day of the final.
Oh, he just fucking left. I thought he just wasn't allowed.
And in hindsight, I wouldn't be surprised if Frost was the reason why.
Why would you think that? What exactly happened to your son?
How am I supposed to know? I told you, he's none of my concern anymore. And according to you guys, nobody knows where he is now either.
And you don't care? You're horrible.
Though with his disappearance, so too went your chances of winning, correct?
Yeah, I had to find another way of getting my hands on that book. That's when inspiration struck. I decided to skip our noon tea and snuck into Dangaraw's room. It should have been so easy. All I had to do was photograph the formulas I needed and get out of there. But then Ross showed up.
Ah, so he got in on him. Oh, look at that
That face.
smug ass face, Mars.
I thought I might find you here. Stealing recipes from the famous cookbook, hmm? Tut, tut, tut.
Frost!
Hey, Sarah.
Oh, what's this? A cure for taste disorders? Oh no, that's just too tragic. A confectioner who can't... What the fuck am I doing?
It's great.
Keep it up. That's what.
It's beautiful. Just keep going.
A confectioner who can't taste anything. What will the people say?
If you die by... Oh!
Oh, you'll what? You'll kill me? Oh, shit!
Bang. Oh, fuck.
Or what? You can't kill me, you miserable one.
Why?
Exactly.
You?
Ah!
Frost shoved me hard. When I went to punch him, I could still hear his pitiful cries. Knocked me clean off my feet. I crashed into one of the lamps. Must have been when my blood got on it.
That was a fuck ton amount of blood.
Then I hit him with it. That was the rest of the blood.
So, Mr. First to get hurt.
Say that one again. I'm sorry. You cut out in the middle.
I am sorry, my throat is killing me now.
Yes, I know. The French is hard.
Difficult to
French is
throw the
really
French, I
hard.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Frost wasn't the first to get hurt.
Bye,
Good
Wazza.
night.
Good
See you,
night.
Wazza. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for hydrating.
When it was all
Went
over.
down
Hydro
the
homie.
road. That one really
Hydro
killed
homie.
me.
Hydro homie.
Our
Hydro
eyes.
homie, I like it.
I had to get rid of that blood somehow. So I scraped off all the bloody bits. I dissolved those salt shavings in some flour and ice mixture and brushed it all over the harp.
And that's how you made the evidence linking you to the murder vanish.
I would have just eaten it at that point. Like, it feels like a lot of effort. Just eat the salt. I just say, just eat the bloody salt. Like, it's food. Like, that was
It
your best
is.
bet.
Ross was going to blackmail me. He would have made me give him money to keep quiet about my condition.
So rather than just use the photographs you took to clear your condition, you just decided to kill him?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I guess I did. Why would I let him live? Would you want someone holding something like this over your head? Besides, he's not the one who drew first blood. Makes for a solid case of self-defense, don't you think?
No, no, actually.
No.
No,
No,
not
it
at all.
doesn't.
Not at all, actually.
So that was the impetus behind it all.
He dissolved it, Sarah. Then he could just drink it.
Anyway, I initially took the lamp to Ross' room. Went right there once I'd figured out how I was going to hide the bloody part.
By a boil. Blah, blah, blah. Inspired by all the ice sculpting tools lying about the place, I guess.
You're not as dumb as you pretend to be. Yeah, I figure I could use them to chip it off and grind it up. Once that was done, painting the stuff all over the harp was easy.
But why Samson? Why did you have to frame him?
Hold it! I never ran for the cops to pin it on him. That was your fault. You and the rest of them. Why do you think I went to the trouble of placing the lamps and cloths back in Scone's room?
Some things are meant to leave your body, Ezra. There's only one reason to plant the murder weapon in the room of another contestant.
Because blood is where the disease lives.
And that's to cast sus on that
This is
person.
a PSA. Don't go around eating blood.
What? You tried to frame me, Gusty Pants? Oh! Yeah, you're a bitch.
Oh,
That's way
no
louder than
nicknames
your
are bad,
normal
but
voice.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Way
it's
too
hard.
loud.
I was too close.
I respected Dangle. He was the best, a true champion.
This is the Ori show now, guys. I'm dying over here.
This is
It
awful.
really is.
It is
Give us some
awful.
characters.
I agree. This is awful.
I would never have wanted him to take the fall. But you're a fraud. Your arc wasn't even real. You had no respect for our craft at all. You deserve to be punished for what you did. Oh, Gusty! How could you? And had you refrained from eating Tangaraw's work, Frost's body wouldn't have been found. My plan was to wait until Tangaraw was judging our room. And that's when I'd sneak the corpse into Frost's room and freeze it. But thanks to you, Bound here found it before I had the chance to retrieve it.
I thought that said revive for a second.
Dan, why did you need to freeze his body at all?
Say I don't understand again.
I don't understand.
Again.
Why, indeed.
Mr. Edgeworth, surely you must know.
God, this is such a... I can't. I have too many characters here. Fuck.
Why did Mr. Gusteau need to freeze Mr. Frost's body?
To pass it off as an ice sculpture? Because that's what they did?
Yeah. Mr. Gusteau needed to freeze it in order to pass it off as an ice sculpture.
Is that really why? Look what you've done, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Bound's so lost in her thoughts, she's frozen up.
Oh, what?
Oh shit.
I think it was to delay the time of death.
I guess so?
JK.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, tell us the truth this time.
Not to hide the true crime scene? I like obscure the time of death. I'm okay with that. We're not losing health. Mars,
That's
Dylan,
true.
what's your votes?
We're just messing with a poor young woman's feelings about her adopted
obscure.
father being carted off to
Obscure.
jail.
All right.
Let's try it.
I don't think this is right.
No, that doesn't seem right. Okay,
Mr.
I have a
Gusteau.
true crime scene then.
Needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred
Oh.
during afternoon tea,
Oh,
he would have been
shit.
an obvious suspect.
Bingo! Raising Frost's body wasn't simple. Preparing everything took time. So I decided to put his body in the chest in Tangaraw's room while I got everything ready in Frost. At the time, it seemed like the perfect hiding place. Never counted on some gluttonous pharmacist showing up and making a whole ship collapse.
I still don't get it though. Why disguise the body as an ice sculpture at all?
The sooner it was found, the smaller the effect of freezing it would have had on masking the time of death. Therefore, he needed to disguise it, at least until it
Oh.
fully froze.
So apparently either of them are good except the first one we chose.
I can live with that. How
Maximum
awful.
dialogue.
Maximum dialogue? What?
Yeah, we're getting every little bit of dialogue
Oh,
by
yeah.
choosing the
There
wrong
we
option.
go.
Yep.
Getting that flavor text.
Yep.
Using Mr. Frost's own work to help cover up the truth behind his murder?
Ironically, Tangaraw would have been just fine if the body hadn't been found before I got out of his room. If only things had gone to plan, he wouldn't have even been arrested, let alone convicted.
You mean it was my fault? Everything
No.
that happened to Samson?
It was Delicious' fault.
That is true. It was Delicious' fault.
Mm.
Who called what at the beginning of this case?
Presumably you calling it being Gusto?
Yeah, I called Gusto, like, I clocked him real fast.
Oh yeah, like early. There were some good red herrings in this case.
Oh
though, I
yeah,
have to admit.
there was a bunch of red herrings, but I was like, nah, it's this guy. Oh, the freezing the body. I see. I did clock Augusto though at one point. I'll have to rewatch it about the freezing the body.
It was all because I found the body? Hey. Don't let him get inside your head, Judes. None of this is your fault.
Hey,
He's just a
Judes,
bastard. Okay?
don't let him
If it
in.
wasn't Samson, it would have been Delicia instead. She would have been the one they arrested. Either way, there's only one person to blame here, and that's Gusto.
I blame Delicia, actually.
Certainly didn't help.
It didn't help
No,
that
it
the
did not.
initial detective was so bad at his job either. He never even told the prosecutor that the body had vanished.
No, he just didn't care.
So then, Mr. Von Karma had unwittingly placed Mr. Tangaroa under arrest in the absence of a body.
That the other detective was bad too. Yeah. No, Von Karma, guys. Game, not anyone else. Game, guys. Don't try to sit here and give Von Karma benefit of the doubt. He didn't give a fuck. He picked the easiest target and he went that one, and now that's the answer. And I don't give a shit any other way.
I mean, I guess it would explain why he was so keen to wrap things up, but I don't know. I think he was just a bastard. Still, you'd think he'd notice something as big as that if he'd taken a look at a few reports,
Yeah,
right?
stop pointing that Von
Can't be that
Karma
hard.
fucked up. Von Karma didn't care. Yeah, thank you, Edgeworth.
Dorito, listen to me. Don't be in denial. Von Karma was bad.
Karma's not
Not
just
if
a little
something
guy.
had been deliberately distorting the facts of the case, though. Either way, it seems that Mr. Von Karma didn't know about the body until after the arrest had been made.
He fucking knew. I don't give no shits.
But admitting that would have spoiled his perfect record.
Can't have
So he
that.
kept it to himself.
Okay, maybe.
And proceeded to prosecute Mr. Tangaroa regardless.
All right.
Can this really be true?
You don't feel bad at all? Somebody spent 18 years in prison because of you.
Sticks and stones, Garly, sticks and stones.
Okay, how
What
about
a
fist and feet?
jerk!
You want fist and feet? I can fix that real quick.
I ought to arrest you right now, pal!
I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that, detective.
Not he's in French.
But I know he was out of the country.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
still have to point that out.
Do we end here because there's probably going to be a lot of after shit, even if we're right at the end and we finish next week?
Yeah.
Yep,
All right.
I think so.
I'm just going to do this in case
We
it's,
were
I think
so
it'll come up.
close, you guys.
So you notice, huh? Glad somebody did.
All right. We're going to save
Hey
here.
guys, thanks so much for actually sticking to the end of the
Is where the
stream.
episode
Yeah.
ends.
If you did like this stream, why don't you manipulate the algorithmic gods and click the little up thumb?
Yeah.
Yes, please do. I see it already has one.
Yeah,
You should
click
make
the
that
little
number
up thumb.
higher.
Help us
What
out.
do you guys think? Make that number higher?
Help a bro out. And
Besides that, though, besides thanking everyone for staying here, a special thank you to our YouTube members. Already clicked the button.
it's been clicked.
Oh, I'm dumb.
It's scrolling.
You are dumb.
Go,
It's
go,
been
go,
scrolling.
Waylon.
I'm gonna just
Angsty adversaries,
up.
Parry is Parry, Nicole, Dichotomy Games, they get the little teapats on the shelves. If you want to be a psychic sidekick like Kenneth Gambles, you get all of the videos early. If you want to be a doofus detective like Lakitu Bro, Aragorn, Canadian Lucifer, Tay, and the Jester, you get those emojis that Dylan was using built in.
Thanks so much, guys, and Canadian Lucifer. Thank you as well. I see you're in chat.
Yes. Thank you
Yes.
all so much for hanging
You're
out
all
with us.
wonderful.
Lovely
Thank
to see
you
some
so
new
much for
faces in
choosing to spend
chat.
Your evening, morning, or afternoon.
Great
this way.
seeing you guys. We thank you for joining our little crew here. And have a lovely weekend. I know Penguins has started, and we'll hope to see you all next week. Enjoy. Good night.
Au revoir.
Adieu.
Bon appetit.
To you.